much. And
Yeah, I was like, what?
Did you like the class of the baddie?
Yeah, I did.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
this
yeah,
is
yeah. Cool. Edgar told me.
yeah, it's gonna be. Are you caught up, Edgar?
Yep.
Nice. Are you already done with 34?
I'm trying to finish this last week's episode because there wasn't one
Right. Yeah. So
Thursday.
so 34. So I'm trying to finish 34 so that I can be caught up and listen to it. Well, I don't know, because I really have to wait for them to come out anyway, because like at 7, either I'm on home hanging with the baby or I'm at training. So like I kind of really can't watch live, you know?
yeah,
Yeah, I'll watch them later. And they're already pre-recorded. I feel like it's, at least for me, it's lost that,
The live,
That-
yeah.
yeah, the live feeling of it. Like, sure, you get to chat with the community, but there's so many moments in Critical Role where the cast members are looking at Twitch chat and they're
Mhm.
like, oh, fuck, they
Yeah,
solved
yeah.
it.
Yeah. Oh,
We
this
don't
guy
get that anymore.
fucking knows what they're doing or whatever,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. That's kind of lost now. I mean, it's still, I still love the watch it, but you're right. That like loss of liveness is
You don't, like, people, if people didn't know,
Mhm.
then, or they didn't know about those, like, moments where the cast was, like, checking Twitch chat, then it's like, it's a small thing, but I miss it,
Right.
you know?
Well, and also
Mhm.
like that was also, so we got into it when it had already grown pretty sizably, right? Like they already left Geek and
Yeah.
Sundry, they were already on their own thing. So they were still trying to like hold on to that very small community that they had developed, but it was so much bigger. So they were already kind of losing it by the time we jumped in, right? They're just like,
Yeah.
we're losing the capability of doing that on a small scale. Because when they're on Geek and Sundry, I've been hearing and reading and like watching videos that they used to fucking like straight up like respond on the breaks, like all that crazy shit, right? But
Mhm.
it was tiny. They had like viewers in the thousands or
Mhm.
hundreds at that time, you know. Now they're fucking synonymous with D&D, which is wild. Like
Yeah.
got their own source books, fucking crazy.
And the highest paying
Twitch,
stream
right?
on Twitch.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, it's
And
like
that's not even. It's not even counting the YouTube money.
And until Brandon Sanderson's Kickstarter happened, they had the quickest funded Kickstarter in the history of Kickstarter.
Mm-hmm.
Then Brandon Sanderson had a shit on their whole life, but bro, that was wild. That shit got funded in 24 hours.
He's like, yeah, I'm solo publishing.
Yeah. Fucking beast. All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's all right, dude. I didn't realize he was fucking Mormon until his
Yeah. Yeah, so he's from Utah. He went to BYU, and that's actually where he teaches. So he's been teaching a creative writing and like publishing class, I guess, at maybe not publishing, but creative writing for sure, off and on for like almost 20 years at BYU. So he's like an adjunct professor there. So he's not
That's awesome.
obviously not there full time. Well, it's cool.
Yeah.
He just jumped on TikTok and is like, yo, my TikTok is like obviously going to be giving you guys news on my new stuff, but also I really want to, I'm very passionate about teaching. So like, I want to have like my TikTok be set up to be like, I'm going to help you guys, give you like my stuff. Like when it comes to like, if you're interested in creative writing, like writing novels or short stories, specifically in fantasy, like that's my forte. And like, I'm going to try and give you guys as much info using my, like he just started TikTok like yesterday. So I saw it and I was like, fuck yeah.
I kind of hate TikTok, but
I mean, it's all right. I hated it too. And then I got one and I'm like, yep, this is dope.
I mean, I had one for like a hot minute, but I was like, after a while, I was like, dude, this is fucking stupid. I can't do this anymore.
We were just talking about it yesterday, so not to derail all crazy, but my company sent out this huge warning, highly recommending that people don't use it and completely outlawing it on company devices because
It's
it
based in
basically
China.
creates a record of your entire life.
Yeah.
Like they track your
Well, they're-
location, your messages, your calls, like everything that you've looked up, like
It's like the
everything
craziest
literally
spyware of
that
all
you've
time.
done on your
Yeah.
phone. Yeah, it's insane.
Well, it's like, and it's also one of the reasons why apparently their algorithm is so much more sophisticated than like Instagram, because they use, I mean, granted, I'm sure they're using that info for a bunch of other insidious shit, but they use all of that to be like, yo, oh, I saw you looked up this one thing. Let me see if I can
Mhm.
find some of those videos. And then if you like them, cool. Let's keep the ball roll. Like my algorithm is so much different than Brianna's. It's it's like we're not even using the same app. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, that's
Like,
what like most social media is now. Like Instagram's like that now.
right. But like at least with
fucking
Instagram, like
YouTube is like that.
I get a lot of the same stuff that you guys will send in the group or that like I send to my other like friend group chats. I've like come across it or I end up coming across it. You know what I mean? Like there's
Yeah.
a lot of overlap. Like even with Brianna, she'll send me some shit that I've seen or vice versa. And TikTok, it's like there is some overlap like with the parenting stuff, but other than that, it's like we may as well be on completely different fucking platforms,
Mhm.
which I find cool, but it's also kind of scary the way they gather all that information. I mean, I'm already in there, so it's too late for me.
I think
All right,
the kicker is that China owns a company, so
Yeah.
Yep.
that's who owns the data.
That's the
Also,
Facebook
we're
does the
live,
same thing.
so you guys know.
Oh yeah. Meta
Shout
fucking
out,
doesn't give a fuck.
shout out to China.
Shout out to hey, they're fucked right now, bro. You see that shit about their economy? Homie. Have you seen that video of them, their fucking army, like doing like target practice and shit? They're only at like 10, 15 yards, and the bullets are hitting the targets like they're making like little keyhole like punches. And there was like this fucking arms expert was like, yo, that's fucking awful. That means like they got like no rifling in their barrels or they're made incorrectly. That means that like they're not keeping up the integrity of they're not spinning at all. They're fucking flying end over end, and which means they're already not accurate at 10 to 15 yards. If you pull out double that, if you're like 30 yards, 20, 30 yards away, like you can't hit shit. They're like, that is a very bad sign that they're posting that thinking nobody's gonna know what that means because they look all impressive in their like military gear and shit.
I mean, hey, if they wanted to create real world stormtroopers, they've
That
done
is
it.
true. That is true. Yeah.
They've done it.
Don't get us banned, China. I'm sorry. All right. Anyway, what happened? What happened
Stormtroopers are
last week?
cool.
So, all right, let's get this shit underway.
Yeah.
Last week or last session, I should say, we finally finished the Tower of House of Talavar, Tower of Talavar, whatever. Why don't you guys walk us through it, Edgar and Dave? Why don't you catch the rest of them up?
ugh, so much lore that we learned, and then I feel
Oh
like
shit.
we finished it all, and I don't know if any of it's even relevant anymore.
What happened?
We found out that the little Fae was named Soapwort.
The little space
And
skeleton that we found?
yeah,
Oh, shit,
he had a name. He was Talavar's pet.
Oh.
Let's see. Yeah, he befriended Talavar, and he was actually summoned from the Feywild.
By Salavar?
Yeah. So the beacons that we saw that were around the dragon on the top, like at the roof, that's what they were using in the summon stuff, and that was the planar beacon apparently. Actually, the cages were around the sides. The beacon was in the middle, and that's how they would summon the creatures. There was, let's see, in pretty much reading from my notes here, the light of this artifact drew creatures from across the plains and trapped them inside the tower for him to study. He unearthed a powerful magic item named the Ruin Stone, which we actually haven't found yet.
Ooh.
Actually, sorry, it's unclear whether he actually found it or not. So I don't know why.
But he was searching for it.
I guess he found out about it, but wasn't able to actually find it, or we don't know if he found it. There were actually like diary entries from Talavar from where he had possessed Galio. And so he actually made the like notations in the diary. What else did we find out about?
To him, he hadn't died. He was just like continuing his efforts and his mission. So that's why weird shit was going on.
Got it.
So
he was still trying to continue his research while he was a ghost.
Yeah, and his research was just initially a curiosity of his friend, but then it became just an obsession. And that's when he started to experiment and like dissect,
do evil shit,
creatures and things like that. Yeah.
Oh, very important. We found a crazy staff, a glass staff that I guess it was Talavar that actually got killed by the dragon. Remember there was a human inside of the dragon's mouth?
Yeah, that was Talavar.
I guess so, yeah. And so he had a glass staff that we're still trying to figure out. He was wearing a necklace that had a star surrounded by other stars. And then after it was all done, we actually saw one of the Leylon swords. Is that what they're called?
The Swords of Leylon.
Swords of Leylon. We saw the dark-skinned female one that was wearing like chain, but it was almost like we saw a ghost. But
Like she
there was
wasn't really
some-
there.
Yeah, there was some acknowledgement, like some approval. But she didn't talk to us or anything. We didn't really get to interact with her. It was just like off in the distance we saw her, but she kind of was like, okay, cool, you guys did the thing. There was a statue of Mistra, the goddess of magic. What else?
Let Ebrath know. Did any of you guys activate the golems in the library?
No.
No,
We
because you guys
didn't.
are quiet. Yeah.
Nice.
Funny how following the rules usually
So then we
works.
can just go back in the library and then get the rest, all the shit we need, right? Or did you already search the library?
They got a nat 20 on their
Mhm.
library search.
Nice.
That's pretty much
Yeah,
how
we
they
searched-
figured it all out.
Nice.
We searched the hell out of the library. Yeah, the other two creatures, I mean, they're still there. I don't know if they would still be activated because it seems like everything and all the evil in the tower or whatever is gone at this point.
So did you end up killing Talavar? Like, was that his spirit that you guys were fighting?
We didn't fight well, I don't know. It was a weird looking creature with like 6 arms or 8 arms or something.
Yeah, I don't believe it was him. I think it was just like another creature that was.
Maybe caught from the
There.
plane or something.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
lurking. But basically we put Silkwort, the Fey creature, with Talavar, the remains, and that seemed to like lift and there was a ceremony. Marigold came and did a ceremony on the tower, like a burial or a funeral kind of deal.
Got
And
it. So you kind of put him to rest.
Yeah, that's what lifted the curse, basically.
Fuck yeah. Okay, cool. Sick. Okay, so are you guys still in the tower right now, or did you guys bounce?
They're done. I mean, the tower's over.
Okay.
They will have had like a long rest at this point.
Okay, so we're back at the villa then.
Yeah, we didn't really like determine if that's what we're doing, but essentially, yeah, the tower's done.
Okay.
If you guys would like to continue role play for that evening, Edgar and Dave, you guys are more than welcome to, or we can say, hey, you guys went home, had a long rest. It's a new day. Whatever you guys prefer.
If I can just mention to like during the ceremony, I guess mention to Galio that the golems are still active in the library, and if he can do something about that.
And he says, the golems, what idiot would have recorrected those runes?
Like, well, won't say who, but it happened.
Oh, neophytes.
And just like among other things that we discussed, that was it. But that's all I needed to discuss with him.
Cool. Yeah. In that case, you guys would more than have been able to have headed back to the villa, where you would have found Ebrath and Gon just kind of hanging out playing cards or something. I don't know what they were up to.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what did you say we were doing? Well,
I forget. I think I'm gonna have you guys determine that from now on.
All right.
So what was Ebrath doing while Edgar was like almost dying?
What did you guys go like at night? What time of day did you guys go?
Yeah, I think we had to.
Go at night.
It was daytime because there was less activity.
Okay. So I would say, which is weird because I was with you guys up at the top floor, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally, that's where we left off.
Right.
The time before.
Maybe you guys were in the tower, just like still researching, trying to.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'll
see
say
how
that,
the stairs worked.
I'll say that, like, yeah. Ebrath and maybe pulled Gon. It's up to him if he wanted to come, but maybe he pulled him aside, and after seeing that you guys were able to research successfully by being quiet, I was like, all right, fuck it, I can be quiet. And you know, because I'm like an artificer, I'm just trying to find as much information about like new weapons and armor and stuff as possible.
Cool. All right, cool. In that case, guys, you guys feel free to take a long rest, lose any inspiration if you haven't used it. And
Just want to say hi.
hi, buddy.
What's up, buddy?
All fucking big.
Cool. Yeah, you guys take a long rest.
Cool.
Lose any inspiration if you had it. And it is a new, fresh morning. You guys,
It's a beautiful morning.
yeah, I don't know. What are you guys doing?
So would you guys have told us like as soon as we get back to the villa, like everything that happened?
Yeah.
I'd assume so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys have 2 items that need to be that you don't know what they are yet, right?
We have the staff.
Okay,
in
so
there.
I'm
I guess we took this necklace too, right? I mean, it didn't seem like there was any like magical presence that I remember. We didn't really pay a lot of attention to the necklace, honestly.
Well,
No, when I use detect magic, the staff was the only thing that was magical.
okay. So I'm gonna ask you to, hey, if you like, I can figure out what this does for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And speaking about the staff.
Who
So,
has
all
it?
right.
Put it in their
I don't know.
inventory.
I hand it to Ed Breath. I don't fucking know.
Okay. So I'm just gonna like, well, basically we're at like breakfast. I'm just gonna kind of find a seat. I'm gonna eat real quick and then step like away from the table, still in the kitchen or whatever. Find a big chair and then just kind of place it across my lap while I sit cross-legged, and then perform identify as a ritual.
Oh, you have identified?
Sure do.
Cool.
I'm a fucking prepared spellcaster. I got everything.
Awesome. In that case, as you
And actually, I
are-
prepared it last time when we went to the tower because I knew we were gonna find something.
Nice. So yeah, as you're sitting down eating, you guys are, you know, made your breakfast, and then I'm sure like somebody put it on top of the table, right? And you're kind of like looking at it, kind of just looking over the curves and kind of just using your hands to kind of like get a feel for it, like feel the weight of it, you know, just testing the like heftiness of it. And it's pretty, although it's made of glass, it's a pretty dense and heavy staff. And as you cast your spell, you realize that this is a staff of defense.
Okay.
And it says the slender hollow staff is made of glass. It is strong as oak. It weighs 3 pounds, and you must be attuned to the staff to gain benefits and cast its spells. While holding the staff, you have a +1 to your armor class. The staff has 10 charges, which are used to fuel spells within it. With the staff in hand, you can use your action to cast one of the following spells from the staff if the spell is on your class spell list. Mage armor is 1 charge, and shield is 2 charges. No components are required. The staff regains 1d6 plus 4 charges every day at dawn. If you expand the staff's last charge, roll a d20. On a 1, the staff shatters and is destroyed.
Okay. So I'm just gonna relay this to you guys. So basically, if you have mage armor, you only have 1 charge, and then it fucking shatters.
No, mage armor is only 1 charge. The staff has 10 charges.
Oh, 10 total. Okay, got it. Okay.
Yeah.
And then
mage
you
armor-
regain. Got it. Okay, so I'm gonna relay this to you guys and say, well, I don't know which one of you has these spells or is able to use them. I don't know who this would be most useful for.
It's all yours, Tybalt. I have no use for this.
Tybalt's got like 8 staffs, bro. He's
I
like
know.
blast. He's like blast with swords.
I have
Dueling
one. I have one.
staffs.
But
Fucking dual wielding.
Fucking like-
meta.
Do you have that spell? I mean, because I'm asking you, like, do you have access
No.
to these spells?
I don't, but mage armor specifically states that you have to have cloth armor in order
Yeah,
for it
for
to
it-
take effect.
Got it. So we should probably give it to our boy Gon, but does he have mage armor?
He has armor too, though.
He has armor.
Oh, that's right. He has
So-
medium armor.
So that's the thing. Like, honestly, the mage armor probably isn't going to do much for anybody, but it does allow you to cast shield as a
Extra
reaction.
charges of shield,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
So like I have shield, I mean, I do wield my fucking little pistolas, but technically it would kind of give me extra charges of shield. But I don't know if I want to use it.
And
To be honest.
does give you one AC.
But I
Mhm.
have to be I have to have it equipped.
You have to
Yeah.
Like
be
I have to
attuned
have
to
it
it,
in an
yeah.
off. I have to have it in one of my hands.
Mm.
It
You
doesn't.
can't
It
just have
doesn't
it,
say
like,
like
slung
right.
on
It's
your
not like
back.
right. It's not like my sword of alarm, which just having it on my person made it active. This is
Mm.
like I have to have it equipped, at least as far as the raw looks.
Yeah, it says while holding the staff, you have a
Right.
+1.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
So
And you have to be attuned to it as well.
right, which that wouldn't fucking that would I mean I do still have a room for one attunement, but honestly I think rule of cool for me, I just want to be able to dual wield my fucking guns, so I'm not gonna use it. We can hold it. I'll just
Yeah.
put it in my fucking bag of holding.
I figure either Gon or Jinx will have a use for it.
They can't
Oh,
cast
but
those spells though. They have
you
to
don't
have
have
it
to.
in their spell list.
You do? I don't
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
you do.
That's what
Oh,
It
you
the
just
do?
gives
stuff
you
said.
it just basically gives you
Oh.
extra free charges of it instead of having to burn a spell slot.
Can
Well,
I
then-
here? Let me see.
well,
Can I
shit,
learn? Can I
can sell it.
learn shield?
If it's on your spell list, you can learn it at some point.
I'd imagine you
Uh,
could as a warlock.
Mage armor
The only
probably,
one-
but you know what? It probably depends on what your fucking subclass is.
I can only learn fire shield. I cannot learn shield.
Got it.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
well I'm gonna just put it in my fucking bag of holding then.
Yeah, maybe
now.
we can
Mm.
find, like, if we end up, finding anybody that'll join us in battle kind of thing, maybe we can let them hold it.
Well, and then worst case scenario, if we don't find use for it in a little bit, we can just sell it and get
Yeah,
other
that's
shit,
what
you
I was
know?
thinking.
Yeah.
So I was
Trade it for
thinking,
another magical item
Yeah, something.
or
Maybe.
two.
Also true.
Yeah. Yeah, no, so I mean like it's still useful at some point. It's just right this second. I just don't feel good about losing my extra attack just to get one AC when I have shit like I have shield as a reaction already, you know?
Yeah,
I mean, it would be nice to have the extra charges for free, but I don't know if it's worth it to me. We'll see if I start getting fucked up a bunch, maybe.
Yeah. Real
so-
quick, do you guys see that with the new one D&D, they're doing away with they're like changing the way their like spell lists work. They're creating like a class of spells and like
Mhm.
other classes can like learn that class of spell or whatever.
Or what are they doing?
Yeah.
Like they're changing like how the spells are like working and or how the spells are classified. And so now like clerics have access to like the divine spell list and like
Oh, got it.
so do like paladins.
That's cool.
And, like wizards and warlocks and other like casters would have access to like arcane spell list or whatever.
everything I've seen from those new rules is making the game easier. I don't know if I'm with it or not.
I'm not sure how I feel about all of it. I like how they're changing the classes up a little bit. They're making it so that like you get something at every level. Where like right now, as the like classes are set up, like there are certain levels when you level up, you just don't get anything.
Yeah.
Like your boost to health, and you're just like, cool. So they're like rearranging like the features you get so that you get so that every level feels like you're getting a little bit stronger, not just like extra HP. Which like I get, like that's kind of
Yeah.
cool.
It makes Rangers way more viable now.
Yeah, and they've like added and like they've added new stuff for like certain ranger subclasses, like the hunter or whatever. Like
Yeah, which was always my favorite, but like one of the weaker ones.
Mhm. Cool.
Cool.
Yeah. So what are we doing, guys?
So I just threw that shit in my bag of holding. So I'm just
loud
gonna
crunch.
fuck that. So I'm just gonna talk to the guys and say, well, okay, so it seems like we're kind of done with the tower. Is there
There's basically two options right now, as far as we know. There is the escort of a goat herd
yeah,
back to Phandalin,
yeah.
and then pick up some goods there, and then come back to Leylon. So
Mhm.
there's that one. And then there's the other quest for Breltora Red Eye, who has the missing patrol.
Okay, well,
Mhm.
I would say since we don't have the full group, maybe we go to Fandolin, and you
Which
guys
one,
can.
do we know which one would be like quicker, or if one of them's going to
That
take
was.
forever, Ronnie?
I think we checked last time. Remember before we went to the tower, and they're both gonna have like multiple days.
Yeah, well, the goat herd is back to Phandalin. The other one is in the Mere of Dead Men, which was half a day to a full day. But I think
Just to
Phandalin's a
get
lot
to.
farther than that, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fandolin would be like a multiple day journey.
But we also don't know what is in store for us in that other one. Like if there's a lost patrol, that means we're probably gonna have to do a lot of searching once we get there. You gotta assume there's baddies. There might be like, oh, like look at this new story beat that we gotta investigate too. You know, I mean, I think either one of them is a cool choice.
I mean, if you guys don't
I-
want to like take on new story beats, that's cool. We can
No, but I'm just saying,
campaign.
I'm just saying that may end up being more difficult without the full group. I mean, I really don't care. I want to kill something. So
So if you take a look at the map here, the Mirror of Deadman is just south of Leyland, whereas Phandalin
Phandalin.
is going to be at least like 2 or 3 days journey.
got it.
Especially because you're going to be like, which I'm not trying to sway you in any way. I'm just trying to be honest about how long it would take to get there, and you know, if you like, I would say you could get to the Mirror of Deadman in like, you know, in one trip, whereas Phandalin would be several like overnights, having to like herd the cattle or the sheep or whatever, goats, whatever they are, goats. So it just would be, I would say Phandalin would be a longer journey, but you know, to
Let's
each
do
their
it.
own. Some
Let's
people
go to
like
the
longer
Mirror.
journeys, so
Well, let's see. Do we have any? So, what info have we gotten from the Swords of Leyland, except that like they were alive a long time ago? Like, is there? I know there's rumors that they're alive in the area, right?
Yeah, we didn't really find out much else about them other than it seemed like probably a couple hundred years since they had basically saved Leylon.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there was a little more discussion. Hold on, I might have put
Yeah,
it somewhere.
I feel like there was more info just about like, because I think we asked somebody who was big in the town, and they're like, "Oh, that's just rumors, superstitions. There's no way they're still alive because it's been 200 years or whatever."
For who? For the swords?
The swords, yeah, but we had talked to like some townsfolk, and they said that they still watch over the area or some shit like that.
Well, we
Yeah,
saw
there's a
we saw one of
rumor.
the swords.
Mhm.
Right, but you saw them briefly, and they kind of what took off.
Yeah. So
Well, I mean,
who's to say
they're not still
they're
around.
not still around in whatever form they've chosen to
Well, so I take
continue on this
Oh,
world?
I missed a very critical piece of lore that we did not tell you about. I don't know if you saw it
what?
or heard about it at all, but
Mm.
when Tybalt went down, he had a vision that when he tried to
whoa, hold up,
resurrect
whoa, hold up. That's
What?
meta, bro. Do you
How
know,
is
or
that
did
meta?
Tibble tell you that?
Oh, no, that's
Yeah.
right. You wouldn't necessarily know that unless
He
Tibble
did tell
told
me.
you. Oh, he did.
Hey,
He did.
He
Yeah.
I
told
said
Vox?
that I pretty much said like it wasn't our fault that the spell didn't work. There's some things trying to stop it.
Oh, okay. So you're trying to explain that to me now?
Yeah, but pretty much he saw a vision of that moment, and as the spell
moment
was
when
going
you
to take
lost your friend?
effect, it
Has-
essentially someone canceled it.
Does
Well, because I don't know who Blast is. I just know that you
no,
lost
we're
a
not
friend.
talking about Blast.
Oh,
We're talking about Ronster. I was gonna say, does he know who Ronster Royson is?
no, I don't know about Ronster.
Yeah, because that was when they were trying to resurrect Ronster,
Hmm.
and fucking somebody made Elsa cry.
Oh yeah. So didn't you have a flashback of fucking Blast's death too? But you didn't tell Vox that, right?
Yeah, until locks that
Oh.
piece.
Damn.
Um,
Good story beat.
So actually, as we're all having breakfast, I'm gonna try and sketch the skull that I saw in my vision that was in the air, in the sky.
Cool. Give me a history check, Tibble.
Okay.
I like that background. That's nice.
10.
10. Cool. With the 10, that's fine. With the 10, you will have seen this visage enough to recognize it as similar to the crude drawings or like inscriptions on like placed on the undead that you guys have come across. You will have remembered that the cult of Miracle, sorry, is uses that skull as like their symbol inside of a triangle, and it looks very similar to that.
So it's the cult of Miracle that specifically doesn't want Ronster back.
Oh shit.
Something like that. I mean, you know, whether it be that they don't want Ronster to come back or they're just trying to thwart your plans, is undetermined.
Okay.
But it would make sense that, you know, as you guys have been actively
Sorting them.
acting against them, you know,
Yeah.
foiling their plans, that they
They're
would
not
be a
trying
little bit upset at you.
Yeah, they just don't want to let you guys have an easy time no matter what.
Damn, were they being little snowflakes about it?
Damn, straight up. Fucking little bitches.
Okay. Cool. So then I'll show the picture to the group and say, this looks to me like the cults of Miracle's MO, their
Oh, that was cool.
logo or their symbol. I know there's more pressing matters at hand, but if our paths ever cross with them, I'm gonna have some questions.
I think we all are.
And Ebroth doesn't really know about Ronster, huh? I don't think you guys have really
No,
discussed him.
he has not come up.
Which I think at this point is fine. It doesn't. I wouldn't have to sit here and explain who Ronster was, because I mean, to a certain extent, I only briefly knew him.
Right.
Maybe when we go, I'll say that, Brad. We'll fill you in on Ronster once we get back to his hometown, or Vandalin, where he was from.
Okay.
It'll make more sense then.
No worries. So
Yeah,
are we trying
you
to
know,
go to?
He wasn't like a best friend or a good friend or anything, but close
It was
acquaintance.
me. What the fuck?
Okay, so he was like just some
How
guy.
dare you?
Like, we're
First of
bros, but we
all,
weren't bros, you know. Like
He was just like some guy you knew.
Well, let's just say we weren't physical,
Acquaintances.
physically befriended. We were more so.
I am
across-
appalled.
Well,
I
okay,
am
so then-
appalled. After all the laughs I gave you.
So let me get this straight. So
After
And
all
the tears.
times
This
I
was
forget
one of
about
your
the tears.
this was like one of your guys' like kind of like acquaintances, but not like your friend that died. Like that was like one of your besties.
Oh well, that part definitely felt like a friend died. Not gonna lie.
Got it.
Yeah, that
That was like your actual friend.
yeah, like
Got
Vox said, we'll fill you in.
Okay. Yeah, because I know I'm gonna kind of just gesture at Tybalt because when we talked about it, well, semi-drunk on the road, you didn't want to really divulge details.
And then here's the like montage part where it shows us like telling Ebrath the entire story as we're loading up, riding down.
Are we going to the Mirror Dead Men?
I think that's pressing.
Let's do it.
There's someone that's missing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
time is
Let's
of the
fucking do it.
essence.
Let's fuck some
Yeah,
fools. Okay,
I
so
vote
montage. You guys
patrol.
telling me, give me a little backstory on like your I guess what happened in Phandalin and around Phandalin and shit like that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Pretty much.
Cool.
Quick supply check, because last time I realized that Margarita didn't have any healing potions and kind of freaked me out.
Oh, yeah.
Are you okay? Are you okay on supplies, Brad?
I do not have any potions.
Oh shit.
I do
Okay.
have an alchemy jug, but that doesn't do anything for that.
Are there any vendors in town that would like have potions?
Yeah, I don't know if you remember, but there is in the like town marketplace there was somebody who was selling like health potions and stuff.
Okay. I think we need to make a quick stop there and get you geared up a little at breath. Just make sure you have I had spares, but they are now with Jane, who's
Got it.
apparently sleeping the day away.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds you guys got messed up pretty good, so maybe it's better that she sleeps it off. Okay, cool. So I'm not very loaded on cash at the moment. I got like 50 gold.
Jane had a bit of a rough time. She tried to help Tybalt and really couldn't, so I think she might have taken that a little hard.
Got it. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
we'll make a quick pit stop before we head out of town, Ronnie, if we can.
Sure. So if you guys remember the in the marketplace, kind of by where the shrine of Lathander is, there's also a shrine to Timora, who's the goddess of luck.
Mhm.
And you'll remember that Puck is the elf that runs a little shop outside the Timora shrine. And he sells potions just as a way to kind of like raise money for the shrine to, help build the shrine up for travelers and people that worship Timora. A lot of like gamblers come to like pray to Timora, or like people that are about to go on like a journey or things like that. They would stop by and like give a prayer for like good luck essentially, and just for like a blessing sort of, to make sure that if anything goes wrong, they're going to be able to pull through. As you are gathering into the marketplace, you can see that it's very alive with just the daily life of the town. A lot of the like settlers' families that are helping with the reconstruction efforts. Like a lot of their like wives and children would be like shopping for groceries, or like getting their like daily supplies, or like maybe picking up supplies for their like work. Maybe they're like construction workers are there like buying lumber and like nails, things like that. So it's a very bustling part of town. For as small as this town still is, it's still very much growing. But
Got it.
you come upon the shrine itself, and you see Puck Cardibus, Puck Charybdis. He is a very lithe, rambunctious male elf who is sitting underneath his little canopy as he's kind of like rearranging like his potions that are on his like counter there on his like little table that he set up. You can see that it's adorned with like very fine like intricately designed like scarves, and like as like a tablecloth kind of sort of deal, where it's just like he's trying his best to like make it look like a cool shop, but it's a stand. It's something you'd find at like a farmer's market or like the street fair or something, essentially.
Got it. Okay.
Almost like this whole area is almost like a bazaar.
Oh, sick. Okay.
So yeah, what are we doing?
What are we?
So as we're walking along, I'll try and get Abreth's attention as we're walking around and be like, "Oh, Abreth, I'm so sorry. I didn't really think about compensation or anything, but you worked on my armor. This armor is like, you helped with this, so I just wanted to give you something in return, and I'm gonna go ahead and hand him 100 gold."
So thank you. Like, I mean, I just did it because I thought you were cool, but appreciate it.
Cool.
Okay.
All right, so 100 gold.
All right, are
Okay.
you anybody talking to Puck, or what you guys?
Oh, yeah,
I was waiting for them to figure that out.
Yeah,
I'll
so
approach Puck, ask him, what have you got here, friend?
And he says, good day, good day. We have the finest potions in all the lands. I have plenty to keep you adventurers up and running, no matter what the obstacle. What are you looking for today, friends?
Well, first of all, I need something that's going to heal somebody. What have you got?
And he says, oh, you've come to the right place. And he like pulls out like a satchel or whatever. And he starts pulling out these small little potions, vials that have like a red liquid in them. He says, so your standard potion of healing, it'll get you out of any situation you need. How many are you looking for?
Depends on the price.
These run about 50 gold each.
Ooh, okay. I can do 3.
3 it is. And he like sets out 3 vials.
Just regular potions of healing.
Regular potions of healing.
I could use like 2 more.
2 more, here you go.
Okay. Also, Puck, I think we might be fighting some lizard folk here. Down in the
lizard
mirror.
folk are nasty creatures. I've heard about them. I
Is there
would
anything you
stay
have
away
that-
from them if I were you.
Is there anything you have that might help with fighting them? Any maybe anything to help with poison or anything like that?
He says, let me see what I have. He goes, as a return customer, I'll look for something special for you. And he like kind of tucks down underneath his like little table there, and he starts you can hear him kind of sifting through. You hear the like clinking of like glass vials and bottles. And he says, I'm not sure if I have anything at the moment. He says, I do have this here. He says, the only thing I have that would really help would be this one here. And he pulls out a blue potion looking in a vial, and it's kind of in a bigger container than like the potions of healing. And he says, this one here, you drink this, and for 1 hour, you'll feel bolstered with extra vitality, and you'll have a little bit of extra oomph anytime you try to get yourself out of a hard place. And he places down a potion of heroism.
I'm skeptical.
How much
Does
was
this work? He hasn't said yet.
Okay.
Does this work every time, Puck?
Every time, without a doubt. I've never had any of my potions fail. I get my potions from the best artificers in the land. These potions come straight from the lands of Songfarla themselves. And he says, this potion of heroism, for a return customer like you, I can do it for the low price of 5,000 gold.
So, before he can even say the price, Gunn is already skeptical because of what he's saying. He's a salesman. He's trying to sell his potions. Am I able to determine if there's any genuine fact that he gets his potions from the best artificers in the land?
Sure. Roll an insight check.
16.
Oh, 16. All right, great. You know that like you said, he's a salesperson, right? He's not lying to you in any way. He's not insincere about what the potions do or what they are. You gather that he might be like maybe over exaggerating a little bit as to where he gets them from, but not in a way that comes off as he's like lying, more that he's just kind of trying to like embellish a little bit and like make it seem better than what it is.
So I want to examine the potion and see if I can tell that it's from Songfarla, because that's where I'm from.
Yeah, absolutely. Give me an investigation check with advantage.
Okay. Us 20. 30, 20.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. You see that there are, in fact, gnomish inscriptions on the vial itself, like kind of on the rim of the vial. You can see that there are like runes almost in like gnomish that kind of detail what the potion is, and you see that it is in fact a potion of heroism. and you recognize the like, as an artificer yourself, you would have recognized the like magical sort of formulas that they would have used to like produce the sort of product for a potion.
But but was I able to tell specifically if it's from Songparla, like a special like crest from the trade of the region or anything?
No, you wouldn't have found anything like that.
Meaning that I know it's not from there.
Not necessarily that it's not from there, but there's nothing indicating that it is either, other than the fact that there's gnomish inscriptions, you know.
Right, but that could just have been made by a gnome.
True.
Okay, so I'm gonna nudge Box Aslan and be like, well, looks like an artificer made that, or at least another gnome, but I don't think that's from Songparla.
And he
Well,
says, "Oh, little friend, I understand. I don't mean to offend. I know, you know, your people are very skilled in what they do, but I assure you, my vendor claims that these are from the Sunrise Mountains themselves."
Well, I think you should get a discount next time you see your vendor, because that's not from my hometown.
Hmm. That is,
I mean, they look well
true.
made wherever you got them from, but
Yeah.
I don't. There's nothing to indicate that it's from there. So who knows?
Well, there's no way we're paying 5,000 gold for this.
Yeah. Well, maybe next time.
I will indeed consult my supplier.
Well, thank you for the health potions.
Anytime you need, I'll be here.
Okay. Is there anything else? Is there anything else we need to do in town before we head out?
I don't know.
Actually, I after inspecting my inventory, because I realized you guys were getting potions of healing. I'm like, oh yeah, I should be good. And I look, I'm like, oh shoot, I only have one. And so I'll go back and say, hey, can I take 2 potions of healing?
And he says, friend, I only have one left.
One. Well, you know what? I'll take the one. It's better than nothing.
All right.
How much do I owe you?
50 gold.
As Gon is finishing up his potion purchase, I say to Tybalt and Ebrath, who asked for the tower cleansing anyway? Where did this begin? I feel like someone owes us something.
Yes, you're right. We should go visit Griselda and let her know
And
that
then-
the job is done.
As you say that, Puck kind of perks up and he says, the Growler. She's a feisty one. I'd stay away from her if I were you. She's always yelling at people. Very mean.
Well, Puck, maybe they deserve to be yelled at.
And he kind of goes, I apologize, good sir, if I have offended in any way. I merely
Not at all.
comment
Not at
on
all.
what the locals call Miss Copperwright. Please don't tell her I called her that.
Listen, you drum up a health potion and I won't tell her a thing.
Says,
Maybe we can work something out.
I am not an artificer myself. I can only supply what I have in inventory. I will restock while you're away and hopefully have more for you next time.
Well, I'll take an IOU.
I'll take 50 gold when you're here.
Griselda will hear this.
Not the Growler.
Good day, Puck.
Mhm. Good day to you as well, sir.
I guess we'll head over to Griselda.
Cool. And you'll find Griselda in the just south of the town square. There is the settlers camp. It's a small encampment outside of the city, and you can see that this is kind of where the initial wave of like people that came to start, the rebuilding of Leylon. This is where they like settled first before they entered the actual city, and they're kind of using this as like a home base for all of the like town council things, like any like meetings that need to happen. They all kind of meet here. It's kind of like where the like leaders of the town gather to kind of discuss what needs to be done, what the progress is on certain projects, like any like complaints that they have, maybe like, oh, maybe some of the construction workers are like outside of town, like rebuilding the like fortifications, are being attacked by wolves, and the guards aren't there to protect them, so they're like, oh, these fucking guards aren't here to protect us, and like kind of things like that, where like you would go to handle your business and resolve any issues, request for any help, and then Griselda is kind of the like unofficial like leader, where she's kind of in charge of making sure everybody gets what they need, kind of thing. She kind of like moves resources around for people as necessary.
I don't know about you guys, but I feel like we're owed something after my friend here, and I grabbed Tibble after he almost died. I feel like someone owes us something.
Perhaps. I believe she said there was something. Well, actually, I don't think we've gone to visit. Griselda said that she was going to give us something, and then Valdi at the fishery was also promised something to us for having helped when we first arrived. I don't believe we've received payment for that. Not that I would want payment, but anything helps.
They may have something to help us.
So are we in front of Griselda right now? Or
that's up to you guys. We haven't really said that, so
I think we should go pay Griselda a visit and then visit Valdi before we leave.
Agreed.
And also my camera's having issues, so my video will be going out.
Oh, bummer. Can't look at that pretty face.
Heyo.
So as you make your way down to the settlers' encampment, you find the Growler, and she is kind of just directing traffic as it may be, in regards to like, as people are coming to her being like, I need this, or like so and so's not blah blah blah, and like just kind of everyone's kind of like coming to her with their like requests and like issues that they have, and you can tell that she's just like one at a time just trying to be like, you fucking go over here and like make sure those wood gets to those people down at the fishery, and like, where are the supplies from blah blah blah. Like, she's kind of just directing traffic as far as like a flow of resources go. You can just hear as you approach, over the like commotion of everyday life, over the commotion of like carts being drawn by horses and like other people hammering away at things, and just the general like chatter that you would hear in town. Over all of that is just this loud booming voice that you recognize as Griselda's.
I think last time I used my thaumaturgy. Thaumaturgy to make my voice a little louder. Not too loud. I'd probably like do like half scales instead of 3 times the sound of my voice is just like 1.5. And be like, Griselda. And try to get her attention.
As you are still like a few feet away, you can kind of see her, but you're not within like normal speaking distance. You can hear that like everyone kind of goes like, oh shit, like, where it's not like so loud that it's like booming, but everybody's like attention got transferred to you for like a split second, where you're like, oh, did that come from him? Like, Weird, like what the fuck? Like that guy seems like he's far away, but I heard him. He was right here, kind of deal. And you see that Griselda kind of looks over at you and says, Tybalt, come on over. How do you guys doing?
Good day, Griselda. How is everything here? Are you managing?
Everything here is fucked. Nobody knows where anything goes. These people are taking the wood to the wrong fucking place. How can I help you?
Like, sometimes when tensions are high, it always helps to let off a little steam and have a nice night at the tavern, and you'll see that people will be a little more receptive the next day.
And you can hear her kind of like seething almost like underneath like her breath, and she's kind of just like as she's like watching people do the wrong things. She's like trying to like withhold her like rage and frustration. You gather that if she had like a great axe, she would just go into a full rage almost and do some work on some people. But yeah, she says, how can I help you today?
Well, Griselda, I believe we have successfully cleared the tower of all of the spirits that were inhabiting the area. So,
And she goes, that's what I've heard. Sergeant Yorm has bemoaned the fact that his soldiers have more work to do, but I think he needs to have his ass kicked into shape a little bit, if you know what I'm saying.
yes, I do. I think if I was gonna mention something about him, but now is not the time. Once things have settled, then we can deal with him. But I think for now, just keep a close eye on him, because I believe he is not one to do the work, but rather to delegate it a little too much, if you understand.
I understand. Sergeant Yorm is a bit of a coward, but he gets his men to do the job, and they do it well. So it's an inconvenience that we put up with, to say the least.
I'll leave the managing to you. One favor to ask, though, is there something that I could have that allows me authority over him?
Fuck this fool. Take his
I
job, bro.
apologize, Sir Tybalt. That is not in my authority to give out. He has direct orders from the steward of Neverwinter himself.
So does Tybalt.
I have been charged with managing the reconstruction effort, but alas, I don't have any real authority over Sergeant Horn.
As we are also sent by the steward of Neverwinter, so perhaps we can have some sort of hierarchy put in place.
Sounds like a lot of bureaucratic bullshit, and unfortunately, I just don't have the time for that. If you would like to request that sort of authority from Neverwinter, you're welcome to send off a letter to the steward himself, but that is not for me to give.
I say, very well. I won't waste your time any longer. I feel like sometimes you just have to play the game of the world to try and get ahead, and maybe I'm caught up in that a little bit here. But in either case, we've finished the tower, and we are soon to be set on the road again to go to find some lost soldiers, and would appreciate any help if you can lend it.
And she says, I've heard about these missing patrols going lost in the Mirror of the Deadmen. Those swamps could be a deadly route for any traveler. The fact that military guards are going missing is a bit uneasy, to say the least. I would recommend talking to Sergeant Yorm about this. It's his men that have gone missing. He would have more information about the local inhabitants and creatures in the area. I've heard ghastly rumors of lizard people, but you don't know how much you can believe about those sorts of things. People like to talk.
And I believe sometimes the rumors are true, and they just hide in the shadows so no one can believe them.
Well, you know what they say, Tybalt. all legends are born from a spirit of truth. Though they
true.
might grow, the core is still there.
Very well. Well, we just stopped by to let you know that the job is done. We'll return once we find the lost soldiers, and we'll check in with you again.
All right. She says, thank you for all of your hard work. I know that you have been a tremendous help. I know that the steward is paying you for your services to be here to help rebuild the town, but as a show of good faith, I'd like to pay you 500 gold for everything that you've done here in town so far. I know that the resources from Neverwinter take their time. So as a way of encouraging you to continue your hard work, I will have 500 gold delivered to your villa as thanks for everything you've done here so far.
You are too kind. Rest assured that those resources will be funneled back into the town.
I hope so. The town needs it. I know that progress has been a little bit slow, but I think as long as we maintain our steady pace, we'll get there sooner or later. I see that the construction efforts are going as planned. Ever since you guys have gotten here, the threats have diminished. So thank you for all of your hard work. It is much appreciated.
Don't mention it. Take care, Griselda. I don't know if anyone else has a question of theirs, a personal question, but I'll be on my way. Sort of step aside.
I'll speak to her, I think, briefly. I don't think I've actually met Griselda.
I can't recall.
I can't recall either. Griselda, I am Voxaslan Nakada. Pleasure to meet you.
And she kind of gives you like a look over and she says, haven't seen one of your kind in quite some time. How are you, Vox Aslan?
I am well now. The tower was quite an ordeal, but the question I have for you is, as you just mentioned, we're not common in the area. Have you seen any other Genasi like me recently?
Not in quite some time. As a young girl working in the hills, every once in a while, we would hear tales of a Earth Genasi coming through the mines, but it's been some years. I was quite a youngling when the last Earth Genasi came through. This was 80 years ago, maybe.
I understand. Please keep an eye out. If you see any others in the area, do let me know.
I will do. How can I help you, sir?
That's really all I had. I'm on the hunt for another Genasi that might be in the area. I heard rumors, and it would mean a lot to me if I can track her down.
A woman Genasi. I see. I understand. She kind of nudges you a little bit, and you're like, where she does, like the skin kind of like crumples and like gets like dust on her, and she's kind of like, oh. All right. And she says, I understand. I've not seen any female Genasis, but if any come through, I'll keep my ear out for you.
Thank you. That's all I ask.
She says, I'm not one to get in the way of a little hinky pinky.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It'd be more like rock and roll,
Hey, that was a good one. Give yourself inspiration. That was a good one.
Hell yeah.
That was a good one.
All right. Let me mark that
Anything else
down.
for Griselda?
I'm
That's it
good.
for me.
Cool.
Actually, one last thing, Griselda. Do you know anything about a ruin stone?
Ruin stone. She says, no. That's not something I've encountered. Is that some sort of new ore that has been discovered?
Not quite. We're still trying to figure out exactly what it is. Again, if you hear anything, please let us know.
She says, "Yeah, I'm sorry, Sir Vox Aslan. In all my years in the mines growing up, I've never heard anything mentioned of runestone, and us dwarves, we know our rocks."
It's not quite a rock.
Okay, well, like I said, beyond me.
Thank you. Well, we'll check in with you after we rescue this missing guard.
Okay, thank you for that.
God damn it. The dog disconnected my internet.
Oh no.
So she goes behind the couch and unplugs the thing. Anyway, I'm listening. That's it for me for Griselda.
Cool.
Guys,
Anybody
what are you
else want
doing?
to talk to her about anything or do anything else in town?
No, I'm good. Let's get to getting.
The
I think we're ready
Yeah,
to
I'm
go.
good.
I am.
if the Valdi encounter is short enough or is quick,
So who?
Valdi at the fishery.
Oh,
I will say for the sake of brevity, she would have put in on that 500 gold.
Okay.
Got it.
If there's anything specifically you'd like to talk to her about, we can do that. I just don't want to
No, it was
take
just
that away from you, but
she said stop by and there will be compensation. So
yeah, absolutely. And we can say that you would have stopped by. The settlers encampment isn't very far from the fishery.
mhm.
It kind of runs along the like harbor, not coast, but I guess coast. I don't know what the like proper term is for the water's edge in the harbor, but
Yeah.
yeah, that you could have stopped by and she would have been very thankful for your help with all of the like the attacks early on when you guys first got here. She would have mentioned that she donated some funds to Griselda in order to thank you for your effort in saving her fishermen. And yeah, that would be about it.
Okay. Yep.
Cool.
Good here then.
Unless anybody has anything specific to ask her, we can do that, but otherwise we can just move on.
let's do it.
Okay, so are you guys heading down to the Mirror of the Deadman?
Yeah, so we need to get like our wagon and shit.
Sure, yeah, you guys can go to your villa and get your wagon. It's not a very far journey. Like I said, it's just south of the town there. Let me pull that up.
Yeah, I kind of need to be in the wagon because didn't my pony get killed?
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, whatever happened to Boney Tony?
They left him at Fandolin like assholes.
He's
Oh, okay. Okay.
back at Fandolin. He's working at the granary.
Oh shit.
He just chilling. Is that we left him with a
He's-
Dabra?
He's the horse that goes around and he's like
Yeah,
grinding up
he has, he has a job now.
Yeah.
It's wolf
So
fed.
just as a reminder, a half orc stonemason named Breltora Redeye
Yeah.
had brought up to you that her friends, one of her friends, Private Vester Jessup, who is one of the soldiers under Sergeant Yoram, he was set into the Mirror of the Deadman as part of a regular scheduled patrol. Vester had told Baltora that Yoram has them patrol the stretch of the high road that runs along the edge of the terrible swamps to ensure that no dangerous creatures have established lairs there. Since the re-establishment of Leyland, none of the patrols have spotted anything more dangerous than like a nest of snakes or like a random alligator. But for the first time, a patrol has failed to return. The latest patrol, comprised of 4 soldiers, including Private Vester, is a full 2 days late from their return, and she's
they're
very concerned for her friend and is asking anybody to help. However, Sergeant Yoram, as you recall, kind of like brushed it off as just people being scared, deserters, people not wanting to do the work. He says he can't really spare any more of the troops to go look for the missing soldiers, especially since the recent threats with like the lightning worshippers and the undead in the area. And now that the towers like cleared out, like his soldiers are kind of the ones that have been leading that project of clearing out the tower of all the rubble and rebuilding it, because that's going to be used as their barracks essentially. So he doesn't really have the spare men to send people off to go look for somebody that very might as well have just like deserted. He's not going to waste time on it.
And also, we have a rumor that there are lizard folk that eat human remains, or eat humans, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
And I also have in my notes that there were 2 patrols missing. Is that the totality? There's 4 guys missing total?
4 guys, yeah.
Okay. So they might be split into 2 groups.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so that I don't know how much you guys would know. Yeah, I don't know how much you guys would know. Do you guys want to like try to recall anything about the Mirror of the Dead Men, or
Well, she marked our map for where they would be.
Yeah, can I see if I've read anything about like Mirror of the Dead Men? Just like in my studies and shit.
Can you pull up the other map, please? The big map?
Sure.
Like just because I want to know like what we're encountering, see if he, knows anything about the creatures in the area or what could possibly have like.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out like why Ebrath would have studied that area.
Because I'm an artificer, I read hella books.
Yeah. But in your own like personal
let's see.
motivations.
Let me see.
Let's see. And we can. I'm just trying to think of okay. Cool.
You can communicate. Let me see. One of my ideals is just knowledge for the sake of knowledge.
Yeah.
And understanding other races and cultures.
Totally. Cool. Yeah. Why doesn't anybody who's trying to like know about the Mirror of the Dead Men give me either a like a history or a nature or even like a survival check to try to recall what you know about this area?
22.
Nice.
Since it's kind of in close proximity to the mountain, would it be considered part of the mountain?
No, this is like a swamp area for sure.
Okay, I thought so. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty familiar with the area. Probably know a thing or 2.
Cool.
You said what?
Either
history or like a nature or something.
Nature, survival, or history.
I think for me it'd be nature. It's 19.
Nice.
Cool. 19 and 22 are more than enough. You guys will have just in your general asking about town and in your like past studies of the area of the Sword Coast, you will have found mention of the Mirror of the Dead Men, as it does have quite a bit of history to it. You know that it's an expansive marsh that has just been the bane to travelers along the high road for centuries. And you'll remember that the high road connects Neverwinter to Waterdeep. And this is a very tumultuous area for travelers, as it is all attempts to tame the wild swampland have failed, as countless threats call the area home. Young dragons, trolls, lizard folk tribes, swamp beasts, and even more aberrant monsters. So it's just like travelers are advised to just like be on guard at all times, to have their weapons at the ready, because it's just like a very wild area. Like imagine just like I guess just like swamplands, just imagine like the South, where there's just like alligators galore, fucking like things that can eat you. It's far away enough from civilization that like there's no real like natural light aside from just sunlight, or moonlight. And so it's just, yeah, it's a dangerous patch of the high road. And yeah, that's what you know about it.
Okay. Let's head the fuck over there then.
Let's
Mhm.
go.
Cool. Yeah. All right, cool. So as you guys are traveling down south along the high road, you can kind of gather where like this is part of the patrol. You see evidence of continuous travel in certain areas where you gather that this is where like the route that they would have taken on their patrol, and it's kind of mostly for the most part stays to the high road. Why don't one of you give me a survival check to see how well you can track the tracks?
I for sure would be doing
Yeah.
that, I think.
Yeah. I want nothing to do with that.
Let's see. And I have. Okay. So 16.
16, great. Yeah, as you travel along the high road, you are able to track the the footprints and the carts and everything that would have been used fairly easily. As you get deeper and deeper south, you notice that the footprints do stop, and
Oh shit.
as you look around the ground, you see a different set of footprints that are definitely not human. And it looks like there was a big commotion, a bit of a scuffle, and the tracks stop and disappear.
Wait, hold on. So we're following the tracks, they're human tracks, and then the ones that aren't human, does it look like they were like there was a confrontation or like they morphed or something? And then now the steps are leading the same direction, but it like
You gather that it was probably a confrontation.
okay. I'll point that out to the group. I think something happened here. This looks like we probably should follow these non-human tracks here. I think
Let's
it'll
do
lead
it.
us to our guys.
And I'll move my I'll kind of reach up, and I've had like my little cannon buddy chilling like on spider legs on my arm or on my shoulder, and I'll reach up and just grab him and kind of hold that and my all-purpose tool at the ready.
Yeah. Cool. As you sorry.
Ready to start blasting.
Real quick, sorry, let me just read something. Cool. So yeah, as you discover the tracks, why don't you go ahead and give me another survival check to see how well you can trace the tracks into the swamps.
Okay, so obviously you'll tell me, but I have advantage on tracking any phase, fiends, or undead.
These would be neither of those, or none of those.
Okay, cool. That's 21.
21.
Great. Yeah. You see that there are a large number of tracks that are apparent and travel into the swamps, and you're able to follow them fairly well. You're very skilled at tracking. You are in your element essentially when you're like hunting down foes, and you're able to pick up on their trail right away and follow it with ease for the most part. And you're able to gather that most are made by a bipedal lizards of various sizes. Some are booted prints that are the size of humans, but most are much larger reptilian-like footprints.
I'll definitely share that with the group and basically say the rumors were true. It looks like there are lizard folk in this area.
Yeah.
How am I able to like pick up any details in terms of like how big they might be based on the footprints?
You gather that they would be larger than a human for sure.
Okay.
But still like a medium-sized creature.
Okay.
As you continue to follow the tracks, you guys come across an area that has a broken cart that's half buried in the mud. There's a broken sword blade and some buttons from a jacket that look like they are worn. Looks like the buttons on the jackets worn by the soldiers of Leyland.
Mm.
And you see that there's a very obvious trail that leads west deeper into the marsh.
You said, sorry, the broken cart, buttons, and then what? A broken sword or something?
Yeah.
Broken sword. Okay. I guess I'll try to get a better look at the sword. Does that look like something that the soldiers would have had?
It looks like a very standard issue long sword that one of the soldiers would have had on their side. Just having seen the soldiers around, that they carry just a very plain long sword as part of their just general equipment. Most have a sword and a spear, or sorry, a shield and a spear, and a sword on their hip, with whatever armors they're wearing.
Does the cart look like it's in pretty good shape, other than being buried a little bit?
No, it's busted up.
Oh, it's broken up. Okay. Well, broken cart. You said that. Okay. All right. Let's continue on. This looks like this definitely belongs to our guys.
Do any of you guys also want to examine anything, or?
I'll take a look.
Cool.
I'll see if I can recall that those colors and everything would match what I've seen of the guards and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. And give me a history check, I guess, as you're trying to recall information.
Let's go. 17.
17, perfect. Yeah, very much so. You can see the crest of Neverwinter on the buttons. You recognize this as definitely things that the soldiers of Neverwinter have worn. You've seen the guards kind of wearing this on their coats about town. You definitely recognize this to be the buttons from a soldier's coat that he would wear. These are definitely your guys, essentially.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. I'm these are them, man. We're on the right trail. Something happened to them. Do I see traces of blood or anything?
Yeah. It
Cool.
looks like
somebody got fucked up.
It appears to have been a commotion, a battle or so.
Got it.
Maybe an ambush of sorts. You're not quite sure, but
there's no bodies here.
Yeah, there's no reason why people would have just left their broken cart half buried in the mud with broken swords and shit,
Okay,
and
so
like Vox discovered, there appears to be a trail leading further west into the marsh.
I think we need to make haste. It looks like they've either taken them captive or at least have taken the bodies.
Cool.
I agree. Let's follow the trail.
Cool. Give me another survival check.
Okay. 12.
12.
Also, hold on a sec. I guess so. Let me ask: is it a pretty clear field of vision? Meaning, as I'm looking to where the trail's leading, is it pretty I can see clear? Or is there
Yes. Let me set the stage a little bit more.
Yeah.
So the swamp area that you are in, it's very dark. It's very there are large trees that kind of create a bit of a canopy that block out some of the light. The marsh itself, it has very accessible land that you can walk on, but a lot of it is very muddy And there are just like different pits where you can see just like collections of water where like just there's so much water in the area, in the ground. There are some parts of like dirt and earth where you can like easily walk on. There are other parts along the trail where like as you step, you like your foot dips in about like a foot or so, of like just
Almost
mud
like
and
quicksand,
muck.
kind of. Yeah. Okay.
Not quite quicksand, but yeah, just like muck and like having to just like trudge through the like swampiness of the marsh. There's like long like reeds that come up that are 4, 5, 6 feet high. There's like a fog that kind of settles on the ground or whatever, kind of just giving way to more of like a spooky vibe. It's hard for you can't just look around in any direction and see the horizon. There's very much just large bushes, trees, like tall grasses that are like would be blocking your way. Like I said, the terrain would be like almost difficult terrain where you have to like just get through this muck and mire, as it's just like very muddy, very marshy. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so it's definitely like a trek, and it's not
Absolutely.
super clear to see what's going on around. How are I guess I'll do it in character. So I look to Gon and Ebrath. How are you guys doing? You look like you might not be used to being out in the wilderness like this.
Oh, well, I've been traveling on my own for a few months. I think I'll do all right.
I'm a wood elf, but truth be told, that being said, I was usually the last one in PE class. Physical exercise. Anyway, there's a reason why I made a pact with essentially a devil. It could be good, could be bad. I don't know. Haven't figured that out yet.
What the fuck is that?
Anyways, how's your day going?
I'm good. I think we're getting close. Am I able to tell like how long ago these the footprints were left, like the trail? Do they look pretty fresh?
You gather by the nature of the swamp itself, that tracks like this would kind of erode fairly quickly just by the nature of mud. Wouldn't necessarily like hold shape very well because of its like liquid kind of viscous nature. So they're probably pretty fresh.
Okay. With that said, I kind of motion everybody to get closer together for a little bit, and I will use Pass Without Trace.
Let's go.
Cool. How long does that last?
Let me double check.
For like an hour or something, right? Yeah.
It's an hour.
Long enough to party.
Dope. I need Tybalt and Ebrath to each roll me a d6.
D6. ¿Por qué?
Because I said so, son.
6. That's one of the regular ones.
That's a 1.
That's a 1.
Cool. That's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing.
I was gonna say if that makes me fail, I'll fucking flash a genius it.
Oh, this isn't like a save or anything.
Okay.
This is just something for my own knowledge.
Okay. Means we fucking suck, eh?
Or maybe we save. Sometimes low is good.
Maybe. When, bro? This isn't golf.
There's times where it's like on a 1 to 3 something happens, and a 4 to 6 something else happens.
It's true.
Right.
Something like that. Cool. Yeah, dope. Let's take a quick break. I have to set something up on my end here.
Oh, that's awful. That's
Set
bad
up an
news, bro.
encounter.
It's like, you guys got ones? All right, yeah, hold on. Let's take a break. I gotta
It's like I need to make 20 more tokens right now.
I gotta rebalance this encounter in my favor.
Not in my favor, but Cool. Yeah. Give me like 10 minutes. I'll
right.
be able
10
to-
minutes? All right,
Yeah.
we'll meet back like at 12 then.
All right.
Why does Dave always do this? He's always like, "Oh, cool, 5 minute break. Yeah, we'll be back in 20 minutes."
I rounded
Every
up to a
time,
minute.
every time.
That way we're not pressuring you.
Last sesh, we're like, "Oh, let's take a quick break." And I'm like, "Yeah, 10, 15 minutes. Okay, cool. Yeah, 25 minutes. We'll be back."
I'm gonna do my laundry real quick.
Cool.
Yeah.
No worries. Yeah.
Half an hour.
Yeah, he's like, "Let me go take the dog for a walk. I gotta go grocery shopping. I gotta visit my mom." Dope.
All right. I mean, I don't really. I guess I probably could grab something to eat. Oh fuck! I was meaning to give you some pizza yesterday, and I forgot completely.
I know. I kind of wish that I took it now, but
I know. I just have hella pizza here.
Mhm. Oh, I should change the music too, huh?
What did you say, Ronnie?
I'm changing the music.
Oh.
I'm like trying to get new tires. They're expensive.
Yeah, dude.
And like I don't want to go with the cheapest option. Like I do want to go with the cheaper option, but not the cheapest option. Because I'm seeing I got 2 quotes from the dealership because I'm having some other work done. And they're like, "Oh, we can price match." So now I'm trying to price match it. But like the cheapest tire, they don't come with a warranty.
Wow.
So if you're out, you're out, you
Yeah.
know, the price of the tires, the installation, all of it. But the other tires that I'm looking at are a little more performance, and because they're performance, they have a 6-year, 55,000 mile warranty. So I'm like,
That's
okay,
pretty good, dude. I mean, like most tires, depending on how much you drive, and I figure like you kind of drive a lot.
yeah,
Tires should last about like 5 to 6 years,
yeah.
Um,
So that's why I'm like, if they've worn out, if they wear out fast and quickly,
yeah,
then I can always claim warranty and get some new tires. So
yeah, because there's no reason why they should wear out fast. So you should be able
right,
to kind of have them maintain themselves, and it's good that they have a warranty for that long.
yeah. The downside is that they're a little bit pricier, but if I get them to price match the price that I found online at Pep Boys, then it'll come out to just a little bit more than the cheapest tire. So I'm like, I told them on the phone, I was like, if that's it, then if you can price match that price, I'll
Then
get all
cool.
4 tires
Yeah.
today. Yeah,
Awesome.
like right now. So they're like, all right, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, that's cool. Where did I fucking save this? Oh, goddamn. Cool.
Adidas is coming out with Towley shoes. Towley from South Park.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
That's kind of cool.
Hold on, can you see the? Hold on. Oop. Can you see them
Sorry, on where?
on the screen? I'm like.
Oh, no,
showing
not
you.
really. It's too bright.
Let me turn it down a little bit. You see him now?
Let me see. Oh, yeah, that's pretty cool.
And then they have like on the tongue or whatever they have. I don't know what's going on.
How funny.
I'll be right back.
Sure.
All right, I'm kind of back. So whenever everybody's here, I'm ready.
Cool, no worries. Yeah, we're still working on something.
So did Emma make it in time to beat the rush? Do you know? Have you heard from her?
I haven't.
Okay. Yeah, that's kind of crazy, man. Like, I think most jobs are required to pay you if there's a crazy way to get into your actual job site like that.
Yeah.
And then she was saying she has to like check emails too when she's not working, right? That's crazy.
Not really, but ooh,
Damn it.
that's good.
Francine got her.
All right. Let me check one more thing. Okay.
What up, players?
What's up, homie?
Do you? Is the stream still on?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if there's a way to like pause it. So
Yeah, I don't
Dead
know.
air. Dead air. Anyone else watch It's Always Sunny?
I've
Yeah,
never watched all
what were
of
you
it.
saying?
I've just
Bro,
seen
dead air.
pieces.
Dead
Dead air.
air. Remember that episode where when, what was it? Dennis and Dee are trying to fucking start like a radio show. They bring in Frank and he's just like sitting in the fucking eating, just fucking stuffing snacks in his face, yelling at them because they would have like slight lulls in their conversation, but it was like normal conversation. He would be like, dead air, dead air.
Yeah, I do remember that. I finally watched the final season.
Oh, the
So
most recent one?
Yeah, I was having a hard time getting into it, and then finally I was like, all right. I mean, I've watched the rest of the fucking show. I might as well
Yeah.
finish it.
I
And
think
actually, it was
It's
pretty
done.
good.
Done.
No, it's not done.
Okay.
It's just the most recent one, but it took a while because of COVID and shit for them to shoot and finish this last season. So it was
Gotcha.
like after what, like 2 years off or something.
Yeah, something like that.
And then it was like all their schedules were like fucking super weird. And then Rob was doing Mystic Quest, and then like he's writing for another show too. So there was like a huge thing going on. But
Yeah.
yeah, they're still like working. They have no plans in the foreseeable future to stop. It just might be slower pace, like coming out with new seasons.
Mm.
I mean, at
Which
least
honestly,
go ahead.
they can do whatever they want. Like FX pretty much like is one of their staple shows. So
Right.
and FX is really good about letting their creators do
whatever
and
the fuck they
create
want.
content whenever they want.
Yeah.
Like just look at Atlanta, you know, like the first
Atlanta. Louis was the
seasons
first
came out.
one.
Yeah.
Louis was the first one where they were like, well, I mean, they'd kind of been doing it with Sunny already, but like just kind of they became more and more hands off with Sunny as it gained popularity. Because there was like in their podcast, they talk about how like they first couple seasons they would have execs bring down like the hammer on certain things they were trying to do.
Mhm.
And then eventually there was like, just fucking do whatever you want, man. Like, don't kill anybody, don't go over budget, you're fine. But yeah, like Atlanta, they kind of like they had already seen it with Louis, then with Sunny, like what these people creators are capable of
Yeah.
when left to their own devices.
Yeah. Honestly, Atlanta, I think the first 2 seasons. I haven't seen the third and fourth season, but first 2 seasons are really good.
I think I'm on the I just started watching it recently. I think I'm in the second season now.
Yeah.
It's really good, man. I didn't realize Zazie Beetz was in it.
Who?
Zazie Beetz, the baby mama,
Oh yeah.
Ern's baby mama. Dude, she's.
Yeah.
But I the first thing I saw her in was fucking Deadpool too.
Deadpool, yeah, and then she's in what is it called? Bullet Train, that one new movie
Oh, with Brad Pitt.
with Brad Pitt.
Is that what that movie's called? That looks dope.
Yeah,
Was it good?
Yeah.
I've
pretty
heard
good.
it's like the best live action anime of all time.
Yeah, it really is.
Just in, like how ridiculous it is.
Yeah.
That looks really good.
I'm like, I'm not entirely opposed to that, you know?
Yeah, not
It's
me
like
either.
a Hollywood film with a Japanese spirit, like
Nice.
Tokyo, not Japanese, with a Tokyo spirit.
Got
What
it. Bullet Train.
Oh, okay, yeah, definitely,
Dude, I love what's his name? Aaron Taylor Johnson.
dude.
It's a bummer that fool was just groomed super hard by his wife, but you know, happens. Happens.
I mean, I guess. Dude.
Does it?
I mean, in Hollywood, that's what happened to him, bro. That fool
I
was
don't
like
know who that is.
kick ass.
Oh, okay.
He's the guy with the mustache and
fool
Bull
is-
Train.
Yeah, he's all grown up. He's also in Tenet,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, who is he in Tenet?
one of the operators.
He's
He's basically the one that's with him with the protagonist when they introduce the like time travel portion. Remember with like the two
Kinda,
corridors?
yeah.
Yeah,
When they're
him.
like planning the attack.
Yes, that's
Pincer.
that's him. Yeah, exactly, the pincer. That's him explaining it to him.
Time for a rewatch, dude.
I know,
we
bro.
watched Tenet for your birthday.
Let's go.
Dude, I bought it this day it went on
That
sale. I
shit's so
watched
good.
it like the next day it went on sale.
That shit was wild.
It
Alright,
makes
cool.
more sense with subtitles, anyways.
All
Makes sense.
right, guys, I'm ready whenever you are.
Let's go.
Yep.
Where are you
Ready.
dropping our tokens?
All right, you want me to roll for initiative?
No, nothing like that. Cool. So you guys are in the swamp. You guys have discovered this broken cart that looks to have been possibly ambushed, and you found a trail that led further west into the marsh. Here is a bit of a map that you guys can use to kind of I guess we're going east because I didn't think about it when I was making the map. So sorry, but we're heading east. So you found a trail going further east into the map. Let me correct that. I can't
We're all
always
the way
just
over
reach straight
here.
for the book. Yeah, you're kind of in the bottom left corner there. And this is kind of the marsh itself. Give me a survival check, I guess. Again, I feel dumb doing the same check, but it's the most appropriate. So
From Dave.
whoever wants to.
Yeah, probably Dave.
Why don't you give it? Why don't you
Can
give
we
me
assist?
a survival
Oh,
check?
never mind. You got a 20.
A nat 20?
I think
Dirty
it's
20, I
just
think.
20. Yeah, dirty 20.
20. Cool. Dave, Vox Aslan, you, as you're tracking this trail, you see that there is a large snake-like trail that kind of continues forward as the human tracks have now kind of disappeared. You see that there are several large just like divots in the like swamp, in the mud, that looks as if it is being like, I don't know, like slid across, I guess would be the best description.
Slithered.
Slithered across, yeah.
Is it like consistent marks, or is it like something was being dragged maybe?
It looks pretty consistent.
Okay.
You sound kind of far away, by the way.
I do. I have, okay, hold on a sec. Trying to get a little charge on my headphones here. Is that better at all?
No, it's about the same.
Fuck, okay. You know what? Let me rejoin real quick just to see if that helps.
So as you guys find yourself in the marsh, let's be mindful of like our movement, distances and stuff. But what are you guys doing?
I'm keeping my eyes and ears
I-
peeled.
We'll have Ravi out but invisible.
Okay.
And I'm gonna send him essentially up and into the air and go down in a straight line, maybe like halfway through the map. I want to say that's about 60 feet. And I'll just have him scout and see what he sees.
So sure, there's Ravi on the map. You can go ahead and move him as you need to.
Okay. Thank you. Oh damn! I didn't realize how big it was.
Yeah, I know. That's why as I was making it, I was like, oh shit. Like I saw the map and I was like, cool. And then I dropped the tokens on them and I saw how tiny
like
they
a
were. And I was
pew.
like, oh.
It's a fucking big ass map.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So not halfway across the map. So let's see. Actually, I still want to do surrounds. It's actually to here. I'll let
So
that
are we
update.
on foot or are we in the wagon? Do we have to go on foot?
Oh, I would say that you guys would probably be on foot at this point.
Got
The
it, 'cause
wagon
it's- 'cause
would
of
be
the terrain.
very hard to, yeah.
Got it. Okay. Well,
Well, so yeah, I send Ravi there, and then I just want to see if he sees anything from his point of view.
From how do you know how far his vision is?
No, let me see. Speed.
what the fuck is that thing?
No, but he does have Devil Sight if that matters.
What
He has
thing?
dark
Is that Ravi?
vision.
Yeah, that's Ravi.
Well, Ravi's so fucking big, bro.
Bro, it's the coolest one of a like crow that I could find. He's
No,
like
I'm just saying, why is he so big, like compared to our tokens?
Oh, I don't know. He's the same size. He's like, if you look closely, he's like an undead raven.
I've been
Oh,
feeding
yeah.
him, bro.
Huh?
I said
He's been getting-
I've been feeding him.
He's been getting
Yeah.
swole.
Yeah, you can make him little, I guess.
No, that's cool. It's just a big map, right?
Yeah, it's just a big map.
Yeah, his vision, I don't know. I would imagine it's something similar to mine. And I don't know if Devil's Sight would help in this situation.
Not necessarily, but okay, for like at least 60 feet around him, he doesn't see anything particularly that stands out as like a threat. There's no like I mean, obviously, there's like the natural wildlife in the area. There's like frogs kind of
Yeah.
croaking. There would be like rats kind of scurrying about in the like bushes, and I'm sure that there's like some um, maybe a couple owls that are like hiding and laying in wait for looking out for prey. But I mean, the coast is clear.
Okay. So I will look back at the group and say, okay, well, Ravi doesn't see anything. No movement, no physical animals or humanoidal things. But and I'll turn to Vox and say, Vox, would you be able to see if there is anything as far as uh traps, any sort of mechanisms that can trigger around the area? I don't think Ravi is well suited to see that sort of stuff.
I'll definitely keep an eye out as we're moving through. Yes.
Okay. And that's about as much as Gon can help out with that as of right now.
Oh, what's everybody else doing?
I'm
Well,
gonna
we
watch
can
on and
do-
I'm gonna watch on and try and
Checking for
assist where I
traps.
can.
I'm sorry. What did you say, Ebros?
I'm watching for like signs of ambush, basically. I'm just trying to assist them where I can, I guess.
Cool. Yeah. And Vox, you said you're like checking out for signs of like tracks or anything.
Traps, like a trap.
Trap.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a perception check or investigation, whichever.
Okay. Not one.
Not one. Um, you don't see a damn thing.
Does he get inspiration?
No. I don't like that. I don't really like that Nat one gives you inspiration thing. I feel if anything, like Nat one should take away inspiration if you have it.
Well, so he rolled a 6. Would a 4 help him? An additional 4?
No, because he still got a Nat one. So that would be
Oh,
a failure. Um, and I mean, yeah, but anyway, if you don't find any traps, you can move along just as easily as you would seem to think you can.
And I tell Gon confidently, there are no traps here.
Yeah. And I will say, for the sake of making you guys aware, this like water area, like all of this, like these like swampy water bits, that would just be like difficult terrain. Like you could still
Got
walk through it just easily, but it would be difficult terrain for anybody that
So
have a
what
swimming
color
speed, I guess.
is the water
It's
on
like
the
a
left and
dark,
right?
murky, like greenish
Yo,
brown.
picture
Okay.
like in Lord of the Rings when they're trying to get to Mordor and that fucking crazy ass swampy area.
Yeah, I'm just because I see in the center where Ravi's kind of flying above, that could be water, but I think I got it. So, okay. I mean,
That's
I'm
all
just gonna
land.
I'm just gonna walk down the center,
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
Gon
yeah.
announces that. I'm like, I guess we just walk down the center. I don't know.
So to give you guys an idea, oh, that was a lot smaller than I expected. I'll put this over here. But it kind of looks something like this. Like you imagine that this is where you guys find yourself.
Oh dang, I got a picture incoming.
Oh,
Sick.
You guys see that?
Damn, that yeah.
Yeah.
it's cool.
I know there's danger lurking ahead, but that's a vibe right there.
That's a vibe.
The vibe.
Uh, question. Ronnie, if I were to cast enlarge on a creature or something, that makes it go up one category in size, but does that double the movement speed?
No, it would just be whatever the movement speed would be for that larger size. So like if you are a small person, I think the movement speed is like 25 feet, right?
25, yeah.
If you were to go up to medium size, you would probably have like 30 feet because that's what everybody else has.
Right.
They wouldn't like double it.
Got it. Okay. Huh.
Well, whenever we start to progress again, we'll go forward stealthily.
Cool, yeah, and you guys are free to move forward. So if you want to do so stealthily, let's all do stealth checks.
All right.
And,
Stealth check.
plus 10.
This time.
Stealth check plus 10.
Correct.
Okay.
17 for me.
21 for me.
I have disadvantage.
Flat
Plus
ass 10.
10, 22.
Plus 10,
22.
20.
Awesome. What did you get on your actual roll?
Mine 10. Gon got a 10. Plus his
I got
10.
an
20.
I got an 11 plus my 10,
Cool.
which was
Cool,
21.
cool, cool. So I make sure nobody got net ones. Okay, cool. Yeah, absolutely. You guys are able to move forward stealthily with without being impeded anyway. You guys are able to kind of gather, where the ground is solid enough that you can walk on without it making any sort of like splash or like squelching noises. And you're able to kind of move forward just fine. Where are we going, guys?
John, you want me to move you?
I got it. Sorry, I'm just
I would say we gotta just defer to Vox and have him figure out where he says the trail goes.
Yeah.
Between him and Ravi.
That's what I was going to ask too. Where did the trail drop off, or is it still visible somewhere?
from
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, well, as far as here, I'm just gonna get to right under where Ravi is. Ravi's still hovering above, and I'll say, I'm not sure, but I can keep sending him in this direction from where we came in. And I'm just gonna use the map as a compass, and I'll say, the path was leading northeast. I'm gonna have Ravi continue northeast and see if he sees anything clear up ahead. And I'm gonna have Robbie fly up another. Last time I sent him 50 feet, so I'll have him do the same thing. Actually, let me have him go 40 feet, because now I'm being like a little bit more cautious now that we're actually feels like we're in the middle of it. So I think about here is 40 feet with Robbie. And again, can I have a kind of a area check with Robbie?
Yeah, absolutely. Give me a perception check with Ravi.
Okay. Perception is wisdom. Okay, so it looks like it's the same as mine. So I'll just do perception. I got a 10.
Cool. The path is clear.
Okay. As far as Ravi has seen, the path is clear. And then we were wondering or wanting to know, Ronnie, if the path continued up ahead or if it kind of disappeared. Because as far as we know, this is a little bit more where we're standing, where the group's standing. The path is a little bit more mossed over, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can definitely see where like the trails kind of like fade a bit here and there, and just due to the nature of the swamp itself, there are a lot more tracks on the ground just from the natural wildlife, the creatures that are in the area. Yeah, I mean, you do see that there are the slithering tracks that kind of keep heading eastward.
Yeah. So I'll just kind of announce to the group and say, yeah, I mean, the path seems like it does continue the way it was seeming to. From here, I don't know about you guys, but um, these sorts of grounds that we're walking on seem to be grounds in which more things, items, even just like um, hidden trap doors could be placed, and they would be a lot harder to detect. So I'd proceed with even further caution.
Yeah, no, I think I think with Vox at our helm, I think we'll be all right.
And hearing that kind of just reconciles, I guess, the a little bit of the paranoia that I had. I felt a little bit uneasy, but it is true we have a scout within Vox, so I'm feeling a little bit more confident walking forward. I'm gonna go ahead and move gone forward here, just
Okay.
because this is like one of the little patches where there's visible path, a visible part
Yeah.
of the path.
All right. What about you, Vox? What are you doing in all of this?
Well, I'm still. I mean, it's like I was saying. Like, do I know Robbie's following the trail, but is there still a visible remnant of the trail on the floor? Besides, I know you mentioned there's like a bunch of steps, but am I able to discern the lizard tracks that we were following? Are they? Are they? Is it still like clear to me, like which tracks those were, and are we able to follow those tracks?
Give me a survival check.
17.
17, absolutely. You can see that the path does lead eastward. And you also gather that where the lizard tracks are, there also seems to be a separate set of tracks, almost as if they're like strange ruts in the mud that look like they could be like a dual track, like sled, like something that's being dragged through.
Okay.
And you see that where the like slithery kind of trail is, there's also a like slimy residue in the impressions in the ground, almost as if like something you would find from like a snail or something. But you see that the dual track sled ruts coincide with that like slithery kind of path. And there are like there is evidence of like lizard kind of footprints alongside those.
Um, so I guess I would follow that. So let me, I guess we'll get past this big clearing here. And then where there's a fork here, fork in the road, there's a northern trail and an eastern trail. Am I able to see if it goes either way?
With the 17, sure, you see that it does kind of continue like northeastern.
Okay. So where those big rocks are?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'd follow the trail, and then once we start getting to like where these big rocks might be, I'm gonna pull back everybody that's following. Just say, obviously we're all being cautious, but be even more so here. We need to move slowly and with caution. This looks like we very well might be ambushed here. And with that, I'll just proceed even more slowly and like trying to kind of hug the rocks as we're going, so as to try to peek around the corners before we actually go in there, kind of thing, and listening for any sounds that might be present.
Mm-hmm.
If Vox is looking at the ground, pretty much like track hunting, I would Tibble would be looking at sort of in the distance for any sort of movement or hearing any noise outside of what we're hearing now of like the environment.
And same deal with Ravi. Ravi, at this point, I would have sent him with Vox, and just to stay hovering above him, and keep an eye on anything around the area.
And how big are these rocks? Like how tall? You know, I'm gonna.
These are
ask.
pretty big rocks. They're probably like 10 feet tall. Something
Would you
that
say
you could,
like
like
8 feet?
definitely like, huh?
How many feet tall?
Like 10 feet tall.
Oh,
Something
10
that you
feet.
could definitely like climb on top of or like take. Like varying sizes. Some are like maybe like 5 feet tall. And some of the bigger ones are maybe 10 feet tall.
Okay.
So.
I guess
Cool.
I'd probably try to get up on top of one to get a better vantage point. I mean, I know we have Robbie, but I'd like to probably see it for myself, other than it being described to me.
Yeah, absolutely. You would be able to hop up on the rock pretty easily. Let me see something here to figure out what exactly you see. 1 second. And let me see something here. Sorry. Sorry, I have to check something. All right. Tybalt, what's your passive perception?
How about tree fitty?
True fitting.
It is 23.
As you see Vox climbing up onto this rock and kind of getting a lay of the land, you start to hear a little bit of a like slithering noise nearby. As you look to your right, you see that there is a very large constrictor snake that is kind of lying in wait and like waiting to see what exactly you're doing. And as you get closer, you can see him coiling up and just becoming very defensive as these 4 snakes are now apparent to you. I need you guys to all roll initiative.
Where's the big snake?
They're all big snakes.
You don't know that. They're all pretty big snakes.
Oh shit. 10.
Same 10.
11.
Fuck, dude. All the snakes are gonna go before us.
Yeah.
2 10s at 11.
It's right smack dab in the middle. Average.
Fuck.
All right. With that, the first
Fucking
snake,
hell, bro. This is the worst initiative order I've seen in a long time.
bro, this is bad. The first snake is going to let's see, what's their movement? Sorry, 30 feet. Okay, great. Cool. Snake 1 or A is going to slither out. And Jesus Christ, this is loud. Sorry.
How big are these guys?
Big.
But like, what are we talking?
Yeah, give me a second while I find out.
Damn.
Oh shit, I didn't realize they're huge.
They're all huge. They're all considered huge.
They're huge.
Yeah.
Oh shit, bro. Damn.
Hey, we rolled 2 though, so there only should be 2.
What do you mean?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh, you mean when you guys rolled your d6s?
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't for this. That was for something else.
Imagine.
Yeah, cool. Snake
getting
A
told.
is going to slide up to you, Tybalt, and he is going to take a attack against you. And as he tries to wrap himself around your body, getting a 20 to hit.
I'll use a flash to disadvantage it.
Cool. Getting an 8 to hit, so he isn't quite capable of getting around you. As you just are just able to like jump out of the way. After that, Snake B is going to. Where's Snake B? He's going to climb up here to where Vox is, as he's very aware of Vox's presence now, and he's going to try to do the same. Getting a 24 on you, Vox. Vox Aslan?
Yep.
24 hits, right?
Of course, yeah. The fuck you think I am, Ragongar?
You sound really far away.
Yeah, you're really far away again.
There's something going on. Hold on, I'll just take my headphones.
Okay, cool. So he is constricted against, or he constricts his body around you. I need you to take 9 bludgeoning damage. Also,
Okay.
did you guys all do long rest, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you should be at max health. Cool. I need you to take 9 bludgeoning damage, and you are now grappled and restrained.
Okay.
Let me get my little condition spell ring thing here. Perfect. After that is going to be C. C is going to use his full movements to only get about right here. God, I forgot how big this map is. And then D is going to use his full movement as well to come out from behind this rock and get to about here. After that, up first we have Vox Aslan. You are now restrained. You can use your action to try to break out of it. Your speed is 0. You can't benefit from any bonus to your speed. Attack rolls against you have advantage, and you have disadvantage on your attack rolls, and you have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
So it's you followed by Tybalt.
Wait, the order's wrong then.
Oh, I don't think we've done that yet. Hold on. What order?
The initiative order that's on Albert.
Oh, yeah, I don't think we've done that. We can do that right now. Give me 1 second. Cool. Vox, your initiative's 15.
Yeah.
Gon, your initiative is what?
10.
10. Tybalt, your initiative is 11.
11, yeah.
And then Ebrath, what is yours?
11.
Cool. Theirs are all. Yeah, dude, you guys had a shitty initiative roll, and they rolled real high too.
Tybalt, what's your dex?
It's 12.
Oh, so then I would go before Tybalt then, right?
Um,
Because we both
I
got
don't know.
11s, but my dex is higher.
your initiative says 10.
What?
The initiative on.
Oh, my bad. I thought I
shows
thought I
10.
rolled an 11.
Hmm.
My bad.
No. So, okay, so you're actually last.
Oh shit.
Well, I got a 10, he got a 10. And I don't know how you.
Just the way that D&D Beyond put it in order, it put Ebrath as last.
Oh damn.
Just
I thought it was
automatically.
always if you tied whatever dex was higher. Then maybe that was just a house rule.
I think that's how people do rule it, but yeah, that's just like how the GM chooses to do it. I'm just going off of the encounter builder.
Got
honestly,
it.
'cause it's
And he just
easier
does
for
it for
me.
us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
All right, so Vox, you're up first. You are restrained and you're constricted by this giant snake as it's just twisting itself around you, squeezing the life out of you. What are you doing?
I am going to cast my Summon Beast. So I will say, rise from the earth and come to my aid. And another snake that looks exactly, well, not exactly like them. It's similar to them, about their size, but he is super muddy and dirty like I am. So it looks kind of like a snake version of Vox.
Oh, like an onyx.
Yeah, exactly.
Hell yeah.
That's pretty much it. And am I able to like copy a token?
Do you have one?
No, I was just gonna like use one of those.
Okay, never mind. I have one for you. Don't worry.
Sweet.
I got you, dude.
Thank you.
Yeah, of
And
course.
I will place him. Where do I want to place him? I'll probably place him like right behind the snake that's attacking me, actually. Or actually, like right beside me.
Okay, let me just drop this token in here real quick.
Around here.
Perfect. So where are you dropping him? I'm sorry.
Within 5 feet of me. Like pretty much is right at the edge of that 5 feet, like right there.
Cool.
Nice. Thank you. Oh, that's a cool one. And that's my action. I can't do anything else. So then I don't like he just follows me in initiative, right?
Yeah, I would just have him take a turn after you.
Okay. So that's it for my turn. And for Snaky Boy,
Snaky boy.
he gets Pack Tactics.
Hell yeah.
He is within 5 feet of me. Oh, well, I'm not incapacitated. I'm just restrained.
Yeah,
and
correct.
grappled.
Yeah.
So he gets Pack Tactics. So he gets advantage on the attack roll. He's gonna attack.
That was a
bitch
sick ass
snake.
token.
Yeah, go ahead and roll the attack.
Yeah, I'm making sure I do it right. So spell modifier to hit. So spell mod is +2, so not a great modifier. It's a 19 to hit. Pretty good.
On B, that hits. Yeah, absolutely.
And so his hit is a D8 +4 plus spells level pure. Oh, okay. So that's +2 more. So D8 +6. Nice. So that is 14 damage.
14 damage. Perfect. As you, like, what's necessary to cast a spell? Is it like verbal components, somatic components? Are there material components necessary?
All 3. VSM.
All 3.
Oh
What is-
shit.
What is your arcane focus? Or like, yeah, what are you using, a focus, or are you using material components?
I don't know. I've never really had to use a focus before. I guess. Is there anything on the bow that could be my focus?
No, it would have to be like an actual arcane focus. But for the sake of today, we'll say that yeah, you have the like components or whatever in your little pouch, and you're able to like wiggle your hand in to like get to where it is and like gather the things you need as you like cast the spell. As the snake kind of just like comes up through like it. The picture doesn't look like it, but it's a very rocky snake. That's just the closest one I could find.
Yeah.
And it kind of just comes out like through the actual like stone as it like you hear just the crumbling of rocks and just like the like rubbing of rocks together as it's like as the snake just kind of comes out and just immediately launches into attack against this giant constrictor snake, just latching onto it and just biting the fuck out of it, doing a good 14 damage.
Yeah.
Is there anything else it gets to do on its turn?
I mean, just probably movement. Let me look real quick. This is the first time I used it. No, so like his big thing. Oh, actually, I forgot the advantage. Let me just double check to make sure it wasn't a crit. Yeah, no, it wasn't a crit. So, you know, I probably would have him move to intercept, or at least try to provide like some kind of defense. Like try to basically block D from going over here.
Okay.
So I'm gonna probably get him like right up to D right there.
Yeah.
And that is it.
All right. After that, we have Tybalt. You see this giant boa constrictor snake lash out at you. It just coils up and just springs an attack. You're able to just pull out your flare just in time, as you have your like staff in hand, I imagine, and your shield in the other. What are you doing?
Yep. I'm gonna, in one swift motion, like retreat back, but use the same momentum to like step back in and hit the snake with the staff. I'm gonna use lightning and thunder as well on it. So I'll roll to hit first.
Melee?
Melee.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit. 10. But if that doesn't hit, I'll use inspiration.
It does not hit.
All right.
Let's
I'll
go.
use my
Let's go
inspiration.
again.
A 27 to hit.
Fuck yeah.
Was that a nat 20?
That was a 19.
Oh, damn. All right, so as you swing your staff at him, just by the nature of snakes, it's able to just kind of like maneuver its body like out of the way. But as you like swing and miss, you like use that momentum to just like flourish and just spin around and just get an extra little bit of feet to like reach out and hit him. Go ahead and roll your attack damage and add your special features.
All right. Let's see. I should be getting the +2 already that the weapon
Yeah, that should
has.
be calculated into it.
And then I also get 2 damage rolls as well. And I see
Yep.
there's a 1d8 +4 and a 1d6 +4.
Yep.
Not sure which one I should be using.
Well, I think the staff should have that.
If it's attuned, then it's a 1d8 +4. I'm guessing.
No, it should tell you what you're using. Give me 1 second while I find out.
Well, what's the issue? You want to make sure it's added correctly?
Yeah,
It should
because the
automatically do
features are a bonus on top of.
Oh,
Yeah, 'cause
is
you hit
there...
right, and then
Right.
you add your damage, and then you do your magical damage on top of that. Correct?
Yeah. And there's 2 different damage ones. There's 1d6 +4, 1d8 +4. And I believe it's like if you're using it as an actual as a staff without being attuned to it, then it'd be a 1d6 +4. Otherwise, it's a 1d8 +4.
Yeah. So it says you have a +2 to your attack damage to whatever your modifier is +2. On top of that for your melee attacks. So that should be automatically calculated by D&D Beyond. And it says it also has the additional properties. When one of the properties is used, it can't be used again until the next dawn. When you hit with a melee attack using the staff, you can cause the target to take an extra 2d6 lightning damage, or you can when you hit with the staff, you can use it to have it emit a crack of thunder audible up to 300 feet. The target must hit success on a DC 17 Constitution saving throw, or become stunned until the its next turn.
Yeah. Each of those are like features that I can use, but it doesn't tell me whether I should be using the 1d8 +4 or the 1d6 +4.
Let me take a look at your character sheets.
And this weapon is unique in that it has 2 options where all others just say they have the 1 damage and that's it. And I think that's what it is that it's like if you're attuned to it, then you can use the higher damage.
You are attuned to it, correct? Like in your character sheet?
Yep.
You have it selected on your attunements? Then it should automatically calculate that
Yeah,
for you. Let me
it should
take
be
a
doing
look.
that already.
I understand. I'm sorry. So this is a versatile weapon.
Yeah.
And versatile weapons are unique in that you can use it one-handed or
Or
two-handed.
two-handed. Right.
If you're swinging it one-handed, you do the 1d6. If
Right.
you're using 2 hands, you
Then
roll
you
the
do the-
1d8.
Okay. All right, then I'm using the 1d6 then. All right,
Okay.
that answers that. So 5 points with the staff, and then I'm using the thunder and lightning features. So have it make a DC 17 Constitution saving throw while I apply the 2d6 lightning damage.
Absolutely.
So there's an extra 9 points of lightning damage.
Okay. And it failed its saving throw.
So you hear this loud, thunderous crack that goes out to 300 feet, and it hits a snake, and the snake pretty much is like doesn't move from that position, is just stunned.
Yeah, as you do that second spin to use your inspiration and get that extra couple feet, you can see the like crackling of lightning around the staff itself, and as it connects, you just hear this thunderous like as lightning just arcs all over the snake's body as it just like stiffens up almost like involuntarily. Like, you know how when people get knocked out real bad in like the UFC and they're all fucking like, or like I don't know if you saw that like
the fencing response.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if
Yeah.
you saw that like football hit that happened the other day against that dude from the he was all fucking, you know.
Oh,
The
shit.
snake's kind of doing that as well, where
Damn.
it's just like stuck, like just stunned, as it is now effectively, you know, stunned, and it has all of those properties. So let me attach that. How much damage did you do to it
14 points
total?
total.
Perfect. Thank you. Cool. Yeah. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn while I set up this status condition?
I'll just look back at Ebrath and Gon and say, "This one's mine."
Yeah, okay, Daddy.
Big Bad Thunder Daddy.
Hey.
Cool. Yeah. Awesome. Are you moving at all? What are you doing?
No, I'm staying right there, right in its sights.
All right, perfect. If that's the end of your turn, then after Tybalt would be gone, followed by Ebrath.
Let's go.
All right. After that display of fucking Chad awesomeness, Gon is feeling inspired, but not that sort of like inspired. I just try to click on the wrong window. So Gon is gonna get nice and set up. So Tybalt's got A. I'm gonna go ahead and move not too far, but just to get on line of sight. As far as where Gon is right now, would I be able to have a clear line of sight on Snake D, as in dog?
Absolutely, yeah. The only person that would be like impeding your like vision of him would be Vox.
Okay.
But he's a snake, so he doesn't provide any sort of cover for that. And also the snake itself, the big one, is a large creature, so he benefits from no cover at all. So he's wide open.
Okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna line up 2 Eldritch Blast shots at Snake D.
Awesome.
First one is 16.
Hits.
Very nice. That's gonna be 11 points of damage.
All right.
Second roll is 15.
Hits.
Nice. And that is 14 points of damage.
Ooh, good job.
All right, so I get that damage out, and it starts to feeling pretty good. Feeling like we can take on the world with what's going on. And I guess I kind of just want to keep the group like feeling tough and mighty. So after I launch those 2 blasts, I pretty much yell out and I say, "Ebrath, you're up!"
Yeah,
And-
and as you like cast your spells, the snake is still kind of coming around the large boulder as its buddies went and like attacked Vox, and then the other one attacked Tybalt, and they're all kind of like moving in conjunction with each other as it comes around this giant boulder and is like starting to now slither towards you guys. It just gets hit, boom, twice with fucking Eldritch Blast as it just hisses at you in pain.
Nice.
And yeah, that's all Gon has for this turn.
Cool, absolutely. Are you moving at all, or what are you doing?
I'm actually, yeah, sure. I'm gonna move up a little bit. Not too much further, but kind of stay right there. And I'll end my turn there.
All right, Ebrath, you're up, followed by the snakes. What are you doing?
All right, so he just attacked C, right?
D.
D. Okay, so he attacks D. So C is the only one that has not been attacked.
Correct.
Okay. Which of the 3 that have been attacked seems the most hurt?
D for sure.
D for sure. Okay. So I'm going to I'm gonna ready my. I'm gonna raise my right hand and ready my aim with my all-purpose tool
Uh-huh.
and fire a firebolt.
Okay, roll it. Against who?
D.
Okay, great.
That's an 11 to hit.
11 does not hit. Your firebolt just misses it.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay.
Okay. Ooh, okay. That is a crit.
Absolutely hits.
All right. Let's fucking do this, bitch.
Thank God for inspiration.
Straight up. Okay, yeah, it's much better. 26 damage.
Dope. Yeah.
So how is he looking? Pretty fucked up?
26 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as your fireball or your firebolt shoots out from your, is it from your tool?
Yeah, it's from my tool. Like it's fucking like charged up and shit.
Absolutely. So as your firebolt shoots out of your multi-purpose tool, you see it just kind of like taking its normal path, but like about halfway through, you see where it just like and just like gets bigger and just like slams into the snake full force, doing massive damage as just the scales are now just what's the word I'm looking for? Just like singed with like fire damage, and you can see like some of its like muscles underneath as it hisses in pain as it is now like kind of like slumped a little bit more and is like failing to like raise its head as it's like looking like it's pretty fucked up.
Hell yeah. All right. So I'm gonna raise like my left hand and kind of like use my right hand to like steady it and try and aim for like a headshot and take it out with my Eldritch Cannon.
Let's try it.
Let's see. It's not gonna work. It's only 12 to hit.
12 hits.
Oh shit. 9 damage.
9 damage. And so, all right, great. So as you are steadying your shot with your like cannon or whatever, you blast it, and just this concussive wave of force just hurls at this snake as you see as it like goes to like open its mouth to just take like a bite at Vox, and you just get him right in the open maw, and just his head just explodes as a like fountain of blood now starts to stream out as its body like and just like falls limp.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna look back over my shoulder and at Gon and just like fucking blow like the smoke off the barrel of the cannon and back. I got you.
And Gon is just like, damn, we're good.
Cool.
All right.
Is there any movement you want to do? Any like other bonus actions, or was that your bonus action?
No. Yeah, that was my bonus action. I will move since we're kind of the snipers of the bunch at this moment. Since Fox is restrained by this dude, I'm gonna actually back up a little bit more, closer to where Gon is, and so I can keep as long as I can keep sight of all 3 of them. I'm good right there.
Cool. Yeah, perfect. All right. After Ebrath, it's back up to the snaky guys. A is gonna go first. He's stunned, so he actually is incapacitated. His turn is over. And then we're back over to B. B is wrapped around Vox Aslan currently, and he is going to go ahead and take a bite action against you, Vox. And because you are restrained, he has advantage on the roll. He gets an 18 to hit.
Yep.
All right. I need you to take 14 piercing damage as he just like tightens up around your body and just gets you right in like your shoulder. And that's going to be his turn. After that, Snake C is going to use his full movements. All right, cool. Snake C is going to use his full movement to get over here around you, Tybalt. And he's going to go ahead and try to wrap himself around you, similar to the way B is with Vox. Getting a 16 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
All right. So as he like lashes out at you again, you're able to just get out of the way of him as he misses his attack. D is dead. So Voxassin, it's your turn, followed by Tybalt.
Okay. I think this time I probably will try to break the restraint. So I'll use my action to try to do that.
All right, so it'll be a contested strength check. So go ahead and roll a strength check for me, and it'll go against the snakes.
Okay, straight up strength.
Yep.
It's an 8.
Yeah, you are still restrained.
God damn it. All right.
You still have your bonus action and no movement, so you still have a bonus action.
Yeah, and I actually was looking at this, so the blood curse thing for the blood hunter, it actually is only one time per short rest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I can't use it repeatedly like we thought last week.
Oh, okay, cool. I thought we could, but thanks for...
Yeah, no, the
being
reason
honest
is because it's actually a part of blood maledict, which is only a one-time use per short rest.
Yeah.
And then the blood curse is what feeds into that, but you have to actually use blood maledict to trigger it. So once per short rest.
Got it. Cool. It's just one of the options for the blood maledict. There are multiple options, right? There's different things you can do.
Yeah, later on there's some other shit that I can use blood maledict for.
Got it.
It's
got
not.
it. Cool.
It won't just be for the blood curse. Oh, actually, yeah, it's for. You can use it for other stuff.
Yeah.
So I'll use my. Wait, what does this do exactly? This makes them. You know what? I don't think it's even worth it. Nope. That's my turn, and then I will, with my snaky boy. Let's see. Tybalt looks like he could probably use some help over here, so I will. A is definitely more hurt, right? Alpha?
Yeah, A is definitely more hurt.
Okay. I guess I'll go over here and kind of go side by side with Tybalt at the 5-foot range.
Yep.
Trigger my pack tactics and take an attack on Alpha with my snake.
Cool. Roll that attack with advantage.
Yeah.
Because he is stunned.
Oh, okay.
Aside from your pack tactics, but
yeah. Okay, that's pretty good. So that's 23 plus some stuff.
Absolutely hits. Yeah.
And then his damage, I think, is a D8 plus 6, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check. Yep.
Yeah, I believe so.
D8 plus 6, so that is going to be for 9 damage. Takes a bite out of him.
Absolutely. Vox slithers through Tybalt's, as Tybalt's jumping out of the way of the snake C, Vox is able to just kind of slither in between his feet, roll up around on A, and just get a fucking huge ass bite on him.
Yeah. And let's see, I've used. Yeah, that's about his movement. That's it.
Cool. All right. Tybalt, you're up, followed by Gon.
I keep forgetting how freaking big this map is. That short distance was 25 feet already.
Yeah,
so.
totally. Yeah, same.
As C just reached out and tried to strike at me, or I guess did strike at me, Tybalt's gonna lock eyes with it and sort of try and do the that move where they try and put snakes into a trance.
Yeah.
And as I'm doing that, I'm gonna move around to this other side around here, do a sort of half circle turn, and take out my staff again, and use lightning strike on C and A.
Nice.
Get him,
Ooh,
get him, get him,
alright.
get him.
Yeah, absolutely. Roll it.
It's a DC 17 Dex
Okay.
saving throw.
Yeah. So A automatically fails.
Yeah,
C, it's a DC 17
yeah. Dex.
Dex. So as you like run around, jump back on the other side of the snake, you roll, you charge it with lightning, shoot it forward. How much damage are we talking here?
27 points.
Fucking
27
Jesus,
points.
bro.
All right, yeah, absolutely.
Me and Julio
Um,
just dying, bro. As soon as we hear those dice clacks.
Yeah.
I heard him too. Yeah.
just thought-
C is just
Sorry,
rocked
go.
with lightning as it just like courses through its body as you hear it just hiss in pain. Snake A is just like completely just convulsing at this point as you see bits and pieces of like electricity just kind of like shooting around its body, arcing through it as it's just like still alive, looking real rough though.
Okay. And I'll, as I'm locking eyes with C and it's taking damage, I'll say to it, it can't understand me, but I'll say to it, you can always flee.
And C looks at you and says, fleeing is never an option.
Oh, fuck, they can talk. They can talk.
fuck
I'm just
that,
kidding. I'm
bro.
just kidding. They can't talk. They can't talk. They can't talk. They know no languages. They're just a beast. Cool. Yeah. So he doesn't talk, but yeah, you fucking rock him with lightning energy. What else are you doing?
That's,
Are there any
that's
side
it.
effects to failing a fail or a save, or just the damage?
It is just the damage.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then cool. You still have your bonus action and movement, if you have any left.
No, I'm good.
All right. And then after that, we're down to Gon, followed by Ebreth. What are you doing, Gon?
Let's do it.
So I'm pretty much just seeing all this essentially unfold right in front of my eyes. Everything is kind of just like, it just feels like all the crazy cinematic pieces of a movie is happening like right in front of one specific point. And so I'm just like noticing like the snake gets fucking clapped up, it's stunned, I shoot some dude, Ebreth shoots a guy and fucking kills him with his guns, and then all of a sudden this other snake comes in, and then Tybalt fucking does a crazy ass roll behind it and then just fucks him up too. I'm like, holy shit. So like at this point, like I'm not even scared or anything. I'm like excited, I'm pumped, and I'm just gonna keep blasting. So I'm gonna target Snake Charlie.
So anyway, I started blasting.
Exactly that.
I'm about to go
Oh,
down
and-
to Taco Bell and get a whoa blast. That first hit is
A is no longer stunned, by the way. It was to the end of my turn.
okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's what the weapon description says.
Oh, you're right. Damn. Okay. Well, then no worries. We'll still maintain what happened, but
I
Yeah,
mean,
no worries.
everything happened, but just from now on, the snake has its ability.
Okay. That first hit that I got is 13.
that hits.
Okay, and 7 damage.
On C.
Correct, yes.
Cool. 7 damage on C. Oh, say, can you see? Cool. It definitely rocks him.
All right, and one more blast. Same deal at C. That's a 22 to hit,
Absolutely hits.
and that will be 7 points of damage.
Nice.
And that is all I can do for my hits. And for this turn, I'm gonna stay put, no movement.
Perfect. All right, cool. Really quick, Vox, I forgot to do this earlier, and I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw to see if you maintain your concentration on Pass Without Trace.
Okay. Yeah. I forgot about
Unless you choose to. Is the Summon Beast a concentration spell?
that. It is actually.
Okay.
is.
Well, in that case, I'd imagine Pass Without Trace drops in order to cast the new
Yeah.
spell.
Yeah.
Cool. In that case, never mind.
Okay.
Dope. All right. After Gone, it is going to be Ebrath followed by the big snakes. What are you guys doing?
All right, so I am. There's still 3 up, right?
Yeah.
Of the 3 that are up, which to my eye looks the most damaged? Is that C or A?
A definitely looks like it's struggling to keep itself up.
Okay. All right,
C's
well, I'm
pretty
gonna-
fucked up too, though.
Okay, so they're pretty close, but
Yeah.
possibly A. Okay. Well, being that C is the closest to Tybalt, I am going to take aim at that one. I think what I'm gonna do, okay, on this one, what I'll do is I'm gonna cast, I'm gonna burn a 2nd level spell slot and cast Scorching Ray at C with my all-purpose tool.
Alrighty.
First one, that is a 15 to hit.
Hits.
All right. So that is 7 damage. Second one is
Wait, hold on. How much damage? First one
7
on C or A?
on C, the one closest to Tybalt.
Okay, C. 7 damage. How much is the second one?
28 to hit.
Hits.
That is 6 damage,
All right.
and then one more.
Hold up.
Yeah.
On C, 6 damage. Okay, yeah, you're still good to go.
All right, last one to hit, 26 damage. Or sorry,
Hits.
26 to hit,
Hits.
and then boom, that is 8 damage.
All right. And I'm sorry, what spell was this? Or Scorching
Ray, yeah. So it has 3
So
of them.
as the 3 blasts, plow, 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 from out of your multi-purpose tool, you see them just like hit, boom, boom, and then the third one just goes straight through the torso as you see just this spring of blood shoot forward out of the 3 holes as it just like wilts and just like withers away and just slumps down dead.
Cool. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of wheel on my heel and like turn the cannon and aim at A. So I'm gonna take a shot with my Eldritch Cannon.
Okay.
All right. Boom, that is 21 to hit.
Hits.
That is 13 damage.
13 damage as your cannon shoots out and you see him kind of like shaking off the effects of the electricity, but he's still kind of unawares. He just gets blasted in the side of the head as your cannon just rocks him with concussive force, and he is dead.
Fuck yeah. Damn. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna am I close enough to Gone? Am I pretty close to Gone?
You're like right next to Gone.
I'm gonna reach up and just like fucking be like, come on, bro, pound it.
And I'm like, hell yeah.
That'll be my turn.
All right. After that, we're back up to Snake B. He's still wrapped up around Tybalt there. Vox, and he's gonna take another bite attack at you because you're still wrapped up around him, around you. Getting a what the fuck? Sorry. Oh shit, I fucked up. All right, cool. Getting a 20 to hit.
God damn it. Yeah, that is.
Is that one with advantage? Is he hitting with advantage?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because he's restrained.
I'll use a flare to. I guess what would that do? Would you take the lower of the 2?
I would take the lower of the 2. Yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
Cool. In that case, getting a 7 missing.
Hell yeah. And Fox yells out like, yeah, being squeezed, right? He's like, thank you, Tybalt.
Hold on.
Uh, Yeah. Cool. In that case, yeah, Voxassin, it's your turn. What are you doing?
All right. Would I be able to pull out my? Because I came into the encounter with my bow out, but would I be able to swap to my shield and one-hander?
Yeah,
know,
sure. Like it
kinda-
would be difficult to do so, but I would say you could easily like reach down and pull out your your sword or whatever.
Okay. So no longer have the bow out. Now I'm back to the flail and the arrow catching shield. And at this point, after trying to break out, now I'm just like, fuck it. I just start smashing them with the flail, even though I know it's a disadvantage.
Yeah, roll it with disadvantage, but you can.
Okay.
Do it, bro.
Come on. Oh. 13.
Hits.
Sweet.
Nice.
And so this is, oh, and I get my swarm. Shit, what am I gonna do with my swarm this time? This might actually help. Target's attack must succeed. Oh, so what would happen if I push him away? Does it break the grapple?
Ooh, that's a good.
Yeah, it's a weird one.
Yeah, well, I would say, depending on what the damage is, I would maybe have him do a contested strength check against your damage DC.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Not really, but you're the boss here, so.
Roll
might-
your damage.
what
Roll
I-
your damage.
What I would propose is, like, I think what makes sense is at the moment that he starts to move, there'd be a contested strength check, and if I fail, then he drags me with him or something. I don't know.
Well, that's what I was thinking. But my thinking was, depending on how hard you hit him, maybe it's hard enough to like break his control.
Okay.
But if you hit him for 1 damage, then that's not really going to do
It's
much.
not gonna do
But
shit,
if you hit
right?
him for like 17, then that would probably knock him off, right?
All right. Yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna do the extra damage and not complicate things. So it's gonna be the flail plus a d6.
Cool.
So the flail damage is 7 plus a d6 is gonna be 1 more, but my piercer lets me reroll any d6s once per turn. Wait, does it have to be piercing though? Oh yeah, it has to be piercing, so that won't work. Okay, so that was just 1 more. So what
So
did I
8
say
damage.
that was? 8 damage.
Cool.
Um,
Alright.
and then I get another attack because I get to do 2 attacks per action.
Yes, you do.
Let's do
Okay.
it, bro.
Another disadvantage. Sweet, that's 14 to hit.
That hits.
For another 3 more damage.
Cool.
And that's it for Vox. Now we're on to Vox.
How much
and-
damage was that total?
3 plus.
It was 7 plus 1, right? So 8.
Yep, 11
and then
total.
Plus 3 would be 11. Cool. You hit him hard enough that his like hold on you loosens. You're no longer restrained.
Fuck yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay there though. I don't want to get hit again. So that's it for him, and then Vox will move in. And let me just make sure, because now my whole perception of sight or of distance is fucked. He can make it.
Yeah,
He
25
gets
feet.
up here. And he will take an attack with his pack tactics.
Absolutely, roll it.
Oh, hold on, I did that dumb. So that's gonna be 9 plus. Right on the edge. 9 plus 4, 13. Yeah, that hits, right? 13, 14,
Hits.
14 to hit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. And then that. I keep forgetting. It is 1d8 plus 6. So 9 more damage from Vox.
Perfect.
And that is it.
All right. After Vox and Vox, we're back up to you, Tybalt, followed by Gon. The last remaining giant snake is up on this rock with Vox. You see him. You see Vox just kind of like have his little flail out. He's just like trying to like do what he can as he's all wrapped up. But it's enough to just like cause the snake to kind of like loosen its like hold on him as he's like recoiling from the damage. You see Vox kind of slip out from its grasp. What are you doing?
I'm gonna move in front of to like try and make eye contact with the snake with B. I'm gonna wave my hands up and say, "Hey, listen,"
All right, Harry
Cool.
Potter.
and use
Yeah.
Toll the Dead.
Toll the
It's a
Dead.
save, right?
It's a Wisdom 18 save.
Ooh, fuck. Yeah, he fails, dude. Roll your d12. Or whatever it is you roll.
It's gonna take 10 damage.
All right, as you see the snake just like recoiling from the damage from Vox, and then you can hear, like, you notice that it kind of like perks up and is like, what the fuck is that? As it like makes eye contact with you, and then it just goes as it like starts to just be like rocked with like damage in his brain. How much damage was that?
It was 10. 10 points.
Good, perfect, thank you. Yeah, he's looking beat up. Anything else you want to do?
All right. Do I want to do anything else? No, I'm good.
Cool. All right, we're on to Gon, followed by Ebrath. What are you guys doing? Gon, what are we doing?
Oh yeah, sorry, I thought I was unmuted. Do I have line of sight on B?
Yeah, absolutely. He's up on this giant rock, and he's
Yeah.
giant himself. So,
Okay. Yeah, I mean, at this point, Gon is gonna do what Gon does best, and I'm gonna cast 2 Eldritch Blasts in that direction.
nah, bro, no way.
First is hit 16,
It hits, yeah.
and that's gonna be 5 damage. Second roll is a 21.
And he's looking
Wow.
rough now.
Okay. And for that damage, it's gonna be 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. As you shoot your second blast at him, Ebrath, you notice that as he shoots the first one and hits him, and then he like pulls his hands back and starts to like gather that arcane or eldritch Mountain Dew Baja Blast color like swirling energy in his hands. Gon looks over at you and he goes, "Watch this." As he just blasts straight through the fucking snake and just maintains the energy blast as it just carves a hole, and like the top half of the snake just disintegrates Sal style as it just falls limp dead.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna like reholster my weapons and give him like a fucking pretty enthusiastic fist bump and be like, not bad. I mean, it's still 3-1, so
And as he says that, I'm like, well, I mean, come on, somebody had to what's it called? Had to soften him up for you.
yeah, and Vox softened that one up for you. Same thing.
and you know, I kind of just nod and I start walking forward. And as I walk forward, you also see this sort of a little essence coming off of the dead corpse of the snake, and using my Dark One's Blessing, I'm gonna gain 11 temporary HP.
Perfect.
And
Cool.
that's all I got.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You guys traversing through the swamp and following the tracks come across these giant snakes that were kind of like lying in wait. You're able to defend yourself. Some of you got a little bit fucked up, some of you not so much. How you guys feeling? What are you guys doing?
not feeling great. Not terrible, but I think Vox is just taking a second to catch his breath after being like having the life squeeze out of him.
Yeah.
And then just goes like, and do a double cure wounds on myself at level 1. For, let's see, 8, nice. 17 points of healing.
Cool. Go ahead and heal yourself. No problem.
I'm good. Let's go.
Let's go.
I want to take
Vox is pumped.
one of the snakes. Like walk up to A and look over at Ebreth and say, "Do you have space in your bag for this one? We can use the meat for nourishment."
Are you trying to dump a snake in my bag of holding?
Yeah.
As he's holding this
Fucking yeah, bro. I got fucking. Well, so there is a limit to my bag of holding. So
How heavy is this snake?
so I would assume we don't want to dump the whole snake. We would probably want to butcher it and throw it in so we could cure it later.
Yeah, like until
So
it's
sorry,
like
go
I don't know how to cure this thing, but we can.
well, I think Vox probably would know.
I'm gonna
Right.
look at
How
Vox and-
to prepare snake meat?
Well, just meat
Yeah.
in general. Like, can you
Like
just cut up
snake
some?
jerky or something.
Yeah, can you cut up some meat so we can? Because otherwise, I mean, I'm sure that whole snake is heavier than 400 pounds, right?
Yeah, I'm sure I've eaten snake before. I mean, undoubtedly.
Plus, we can use the scales for some boots.
The fangs for something, maybe?
Yo, I'm so down. Let's take some of that fucking hide, bro. I want
Matching
some
boots.
Snakes, I want some snakeskin boots. Straight up. Fuck yeah, bro. Hey, straight up though, this is such a Mexican campaign. Some fucking snakeskin boots.
Do we
Cool.
do we know? Can we look at the fangs and tell whether the
They're venomous.
snakes were venomous?
Having not really had to deal with any of the effect, and I mean, I guess Vox can kind of clarify this for you. As you are inspecting it, looking for it, Vox, you could probably chime in and just let them know that when the snakes did bite you, you never quite felt the effects of any poison or anything.
Hmm. Okay.
So they were constrictors. They weren't venomous. All right. Cool. Then yeah, we'll find a way to chop up some of this snake for meat and use the hide for something.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. As you guys are like working on chopping up the meat and dealing with everything, let's see here. Ebrath and Gon,
Mhm.
you are suddenly struck from behind
Oh,
as arrows land into each of your guys' torsos. I need each of you guys to take 18 piercing damage
Oh shit, bro.
and 10 poison damage.
Oh
And
shit.
I need you guys to all re-roll initiative.
What?
Well, fuck.
Bro.
How much poison damage? 10, you said?
Yeah, 28 damage total, bro.
Fuck.
Bro,
I'm glad I got
only
that temp HP, but goddamn.
I did not have any temp HP, so. Oh yeah, because that's your class thing, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I got a 19 for initiative.
Nice. I did not, so.
I also did not.
Cool.
Dude, initiative's rough right now.
No,
Wow.
All of you guys are effectively surprised, so you're gonna skip your first turn.
Bro, even me?
Aw, Bro.
Even you.
What?
Bro, that fool's never
Alright,
surprised.
Alright. I ain't never scared, but alright.
That
I rolled a-
fool. that
I
fool
rolled
wasn't
a
even-
25 on my
Oh shit.
stuff, so
I was gonna say that fool
Damn,
wasn't even
alright.
surprised when we got shot. He was like, "Hey, I told you."
yeah. as you guys are shot with these arrows, you can see that it kind of came from the like northwest direction, kind of. As you see this large snake-like creature that has the torso of a man but still the like hooded snake type head of like a cobra. As he is like slithering around from behind this tree, bow and arrow in hand. He's gonna take another shot at you, Voxaslin, getting a 15 to hit, so that one misses, and then he's gonna take a shot at you, Tybalt, getting a 22 to hit.
This guy's a
Hits.
bitch.
Hits?
I'm gonna use my flare.
Okay, that's why I was waiting. So the first one was a 22, the second one is gonna be a 12, so both shots miss. And then now we're effectively back up to the top of initiative with Gone.
That
Luckily,
wasn't a crit that hit us with the arrows, right?
you don't know that.
Well, I'm auto immune to crits, so I kind of need to.
Okay,
know
then no, it wasn't a crit.
Okay.
You're immune to crits?
Yeah, because of my armor.
Damn.
Got that adamantine half plate, bruh.
That's bad.
Let me go ahead and just get rid of these bodies here for the sake of
Is mine enchanted that way too?
Nah, bro.
And
real quick,
I didn't-
Fox,
give you
Fox,
100
what's
gold
your
too.
initiative?
Bro,
Sorry, go ahead.
you know how much adamantine is worth, bro? 100 gold.
Ebrath, what's your initiative?
12.
Cool. Gone, what's your initiative?
19.
19. Perfect. And then Tybalt, what's yours?
18.
18, nice. And then this guy here is. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Let me change this really quick. Perfect. All right, cool. We're back up to the top with Gone. You just get rocked with this poisonous arrow from behind. What are you doing?
All right, well, I'm going to immediately turn around in the direction that it came from. And am I able to see him here?
Yeah, you see this creature kind of like below the the cover of the tree, just slithering out from behind it. You see him with his arrow in hand.
I'll turn around and yeah, like you give me the description, and so it's a little bit, you know, I've never seen a creature like this before in real life, in person. So I'll yell out to the group and say, "It's coming from that direction. What is it?" And as I say that, I'll yell out to whatever it is, like, "Who are you? What do you want?" Does it respond at all?
Sure. What are you speaking to him in common?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. He responds to you in a very like hissing voice, and he says, "It is very unfortunate that you should have come upon me. I can't let you leave knowing that I'm here."
And before I take action, I'll say, we'll see about that. And yeah, Gon is gonna spring into action. Let me see what I got here. 10, 20. Okay. So I'm going to move forward, and as I move forward, I am not holding back. I'm gonna cast Fireball.
All right, roll it. It's a dex save for me, right?
Dex save, and you have to beat a 15.
Cool. Saving throws against. Right, go. Dex save. I have to beat a 15.
Correct.
Cool. He gets an 18. He's able to just duck out of the way, kind of getting behind that tree a little bit.
God
Still
damn.
taking some of the damage from the
Yeah.
explosion. but
Yeah, he'll
go ahead and
take-
roll your damage.
He'll
half
take.
it.
Yeah, correct. Wow. Okay, it was a pretty shitty roll. So I got 26 damage, So he'll take 13.
13, perfect. As the fire erupts, you hear him just kind of like, but he's still able to kind of just like maneuver himself away from most of it.
Yeah, and as I take that attack, I'm going to go ahead and move here. Yeah, sorry. Right there to put this tree between.
You get full cover from that. Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna stay there, and and as I get to like where I'm at, I'm right next to Abrath once again, and I'm like, all right, Abrath, see what you got on this guy. And that's gonna be Gon's turn.
Cool. After Gon, we are down to Tybalt. You see Gon shoot off this fireball, and you see a very slithery snake-like figure dart behind the tree to kind of like avoid some of the damage. What are you doing?
I'm going to just call to the group and say, get to cover, and I'm gonna try and move back. How big is a boulder that's like here?
That's really big. It's probably like 8 feet tall. I think that's one Vox is on, so it's probably like 10 feet tall. If you get behind it, you definitely have full cover.
Okay, so I'm gonna move. Well, first I'll do a dancey dance. Going to send out a guiding bolt in his direction. Has 120 feet, so it hits no problem. 14.
A 14 to hit?
Yeah.
A 14 does not hit.
Okay, so it just veers off and does not hit him. And then what else can I do? Nothing. So as I'm moving back, I'll just shoot it off. Probably didn't like stop while shooting, so it just made me miss and keep moving backwards to behind the boulder to get a full cover.
Absolutely. Anything else?
That's it.
All right, we're down to Ebrath, followed by the Beyond team. What are we doing, Ebrath?
So he's trying to get cover from like this side, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if I move here, I don't know where the roots of the tree or the base is. Is that enough to hit him where he doesn't have cover?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna go over. I'm going to, let's see. That dude really fucked me up. So pretty pissed. So one, I'm going to burn another 2nd level spell slot and cast Blur on myself.
Okay.
So that means any creature has disadvantage on me, unless they're using Blindside or whatever the fuck. So then I'm going to hit him with a Eldritch Cannon.
Okay.
Come on. All right, so that's 24 to hit.
24 hits.
Ooh, shitty damage. 9 damage.
All right.
And then I'm going to move a little bit over so that I'm being obscured by the rest of the tree.
Absolutely.
Cool. That's my turn. I'm gonna turn over to Gon and be like, dude, fuck this guy. That hurt.
That's what I'm saying, man.
But I'm looking all fucking weird to Gon. Like, I'm like, kind of like as if he really, really needed to wear glasses and he took them off.
Are you concentrating on Blur?
I do not know. Let's find out.
Please.
It is a concentration up to 1 minute, but I also have Warcaster, so I get an advantage on.
Cool.
Yeah.
Perfect. As the Yuan Ti starts to now slither forward, what's his movements? He comes down and is about here. and he looks over at you, Ebrath, and he says, "Using magic, eh? Why don't you drop that spell? And I need you to make a wisdom save as he is casting suggestion on you."
Sick. Okay, so I have advantage on wisdom saves against magic.
Cool.
That's a 14, but I'm gonna add my flash of genius, so that's 18.
Cool. You succeed.
Cool.
And that's his turn.
Fuck yeah, go fuck yourself, bro. Can I respond to him?
Absolutely.
I'm just gonna fucking say, hey, bro, go fuck yourself.
And he says, "Oh, I'm gonna fuck you so good. I'm gonna fuck you till you love me."
Bro, I'm gonna look over at Gon like, dude, what the
And
fuck?
now it's Vox's turn.
I'm like, I really don't like this guy now.
So there is, well, okay, first question, would I be able to switch to my bow? I haven't done anything yet.
Yeah, absolutely. You get that as
Okay.
like a free action.
Cool. And then second question, what kind of, like, is he obscured from my vision with that tree in the way?
I would say so, yeah. If you do like a direct line, that tree trunk is kind of in the way.
Is it, like,
Yeah.
completely blocking him?
Yeah, he has full cover right now.
Okay.
You would have to move in order to get to him.
All right. Well, first things first, I will swap my weapon.
Phil.
I'll swap my weapon, and
Do
then... Oh, God, let's see how far I can go. I'd imagine I'd have a fairly clear shot. Like, from here, this would be a pretty decent shot, right?
From where?
I don't know. You haven't moved them. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
was
that's
like,
absolutely- you have full line of sight.
I was like, dog, you're in the same spot.
Yeah, me too. I was like,
I hadn't. I guess you need to actually release the click for it to move.
yeah.
All right, and then I am going to use.
Edgar,
shit,
can you reorient your screen a little bit?
move my what?
No, not you, bro. Just so like we could see it more in the stream. There we go.
Oh.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, I still have my pet out, so I don't want to lose concentration on that because all of my fucking spells are concentration. But I will use the trigger command on my oath bow. So as I'm running to that spot at the top of my lungs, I am going to scream out, "Swift death to you who have wronged me." And so he is now my sworn enemy. And then I'll just yell out, "Two can play that arrow game." And I'm going to take a shot.
Take it.
And I get advantage on him,
Why?
the oath bow.
This is the oath.
It gives you advantage on attacks against them.
On my sworn enemies only. And I actually have disadvantage on anyone that's not my sworn enemy, I think.
Got it. Yeah, I believe you're right.
Yeah, as long as my sworn enemy lives, I have disadvantage on other enemies. Oh, no, sorry. With other weapons is what it says.
Yeah. Roll.
Okay. All right. So here comes the first attack with advantage. Oh, yeah. That's a 25 to hit.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
buddy.
Roll damage.
So there is. So it's going to be 9 plus 3d6. That's 20 so far. And I think I'm going to deal the extra damage with my Swarmer.
Yeah.
So that's going to be another d6. So total of 22 damage on the first hit.
Yo.
Your arrow just rips into him as that like arcane drawstring just sends that arrow flying, and there's like that shimmer of just like arcane kind of following in. You can see your little like hornets or whatever that are like buzzing around it. Bzz.
Perfect. And then I'm going to take the second shot.
Oh,
16 to hit.
hits.
All right. So that's going to be 4 plus. So 13 more damage.
All right, hell yeah.
Another arrow zings into him with, this time there's ants on it, and they start to like basically like fire ants and start stinging him everywhere. And
Is there any bonus action? Oh, what's my range? 30 feet on that. That's a little too far, right? Yeah, he's like 60 feet or something.
He's, by my measurement
60.
tool, he's about 60 feet.
It's too far.
55.
Yeah, it's gotta be within 30 feet. Okay, yep, that's it for box number 1. And then, let's see, I think I might just take the dash action with my pet. Let me measure. So we can go, damn man, this map is so fucking huge.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, he's gonna
as far
take,
as that tree, I would say.
yeah. I'm gonna move like right here. I don't want to be right next to Gon and Ebrath just in case there's like a big area hit. Probably
Okay.
move like, actually, fuck, I forget how big this shit is. Yeah, if I can get any kind of partial cover with the tree, like that's where I'll end up, wherever that is.
Partial cover would be like more behind the like trunk of the tree.
Like right here
But-
somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess that's where we'd be then.
All right.
That's it.
After Vox and Vox, we're back up to the top with Gon Trellian. What are you doing, Gon?
All right, so I am. Let's see. Shoot, this is kind of odd, but yeah, I am pretty much just gonna sidestep out so that I can get line of sight on this guy whose name is Yuan T, but we don't know that yet. I'm gonna. Yeah, I don't really have much else. I don't know why I'm overthinking this. Eldritch Blast.
Oh, roll it.
That's a 22 to hit.
Hits.
Let's go.
It's gonna be 13 points of damage.
Perfect.
And second roll is 14.
Misses.
14 misses. Okay. And so after that first hit, I'm gonna go ahead and once again take cover.
Cool.
He wants to hit me. He's gonna have to move over here.
All right.
And as Gon is hiding behind the tree, I'm like, "You're a bitch."
He says, "Oh, you're gonna be my bitch tonight."
Bro, what is up with this guy?
I'm like, does this guy want to kill us or something else?
Bro.
A little bit of both.
Oh, bro, what the fuck? We gotta kill him.
All right. Is that it?
That is correct. That's it.
All right. After that, we're down to Tybalt, followed by Mathor Ebrath.
Okay. Gonna move 30 feet. And do I have line of sight on them from here?
You can see him for sure. He's a little bit obstructed by, or if you poke out from behind the rock, I should say, you would have line of sight, no problem. He would be a little bit like obstructed by like Gon and or I'm sorry, Ebrath. But I would say
Okay.
if you just move like 5 feet out from behind the rock, you can have a clear line of sight.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try and move as close as possible because what I'm gonna do is shoot out a burst of energy that is like red, blue, yellow, green, and sort of like swirling, and it's gonna hit right in front of him, and it's almost like an explosion of confetti is gonna hit right in front. I'm gonna use fairy fire on him.
Okay.
So, Dex 17 save.
Dex 17 save. Cool. Get to 21.
What the fuck? Okay. Yeah, that's it.
All right. Ebrath, you're up next, followed by the Yuan T.
Cool. And I have line of sight right here, right? I'm good.
Yes.
Cool. All right, let's see what the fuck. All right, and it looks like on the map there's like little fucking like rocks and shit around. Is that correct?
Yeah, those just be like the pathway.
Okay, cool. So I would be looking for like the closest one that looks loose, maybe like watermelon size rock.
Yeah, you could definitely find one like that.
Okay, cool.
That's at least 5 pounds or whatever the limit is.
Right. It's got to be 1 to 5 pounds, right? So I'm gonna fucking grab it and send it towards this fucking piece of shit.
Cool.
And that is gonna be at I was gonna do it at 2nd level. Okay, so they gotta pass a Dex 17
Oh, it's a save?
to save, yeah.
Hell yeah. Damn. Okay, he just fails. He gets a 16.
Go fuck yourself. All right, so that is damn, I actually had a better spell I could have used. That is 15 damage.
Cool.
And then as my bonus action, I'm gonna raise my Eldritch Cannon and take a shot.
Take a shot.
Take a shot. All right. Come on, baby. E. Give me that nat 20, bitch.
Roll it, bro.
That is 20 damage.
Damn.
20 damage. Nice.
And so how does he looking? Does he look, phased by these 2 attacks now?
He's definitely taking some damage, but he is still very determined to fuck you till you love him.
Oh, all right. So I'm gonna like kind of see like, fuck, dude. Like, all right, this guy's obviously super durable. And blurry or not, I'm gonna try and like grab both my guns and like fucking turn the fucking middle fingers up and run over here. And kind of get cover with Gone. Try and get like, make it so he doesn't have full line of sight on me.
Mm-hmm.
Cause that is, hold on. Yeah, okay, I'm good. That's my turn.
All right. In that case, the Yuan T is gonna come right up here, right besides Vox, and he is going to say, "All of you will tremble in fear, and I need you all to cast." Let's see who gets caught in this. Give me a triangle. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. I think it's disregard this one. 30 feet. Okay. So it would just be Gone and Ebrath. I need Gone and Ebrath to roll a what is this?
Wisdom save?
Wisdom save, yeah.
Okay, not my snake, right?
Oh, the snake too. Yes.
What am I rolling?
A wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Okay.
I got a 19.
I got.
I'm gonna give him an extra 4 to his save, to Gone.
Okay, what's
It's
you
just
get, Gone?
It's just a flat 4.
Yeah, it's a flat 4.
Okay, I got 13 plus his 4 is 17.
Okay, what about Vox?
10.
10? Okay, Vox is now feared.
Oh, man, he was about to do something.
Bummer. Where do I not? Oh, fine. Here we go. Yeah, so Vox is now essentially frightened. He has to use his action to get as far away from him as possible.
Okay.
So that's
But
gonna
he
be his
gets to
turn.
He gets to try to break it, right?
At the end of his turn. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so that's the Yanti's turn, and
Did you just
then
fucking Kelpiar's crown us?
basically, yeah. Now Vox, it's your turn.
Okay. I yell out, "You're not fucking my little buddy."
Hell yeah, bro.
He says, "I'm gonna use your little friend and wear him like a condom while I fuck your
I am going to yell, "Yeah, you're not fucking my little buddy. You're gonna swift death to my sworn enemy."
You don't have to say it every time, by the way.
I fudged that one. All right. Well, I'm gonna attack him with advantage.
Go.
14.
14 does not hit.
Fuck. All right. Immediately take another shot.
Go on, roll it.
All right, that one hits. That's a 25. And okay, so that's gonna be 10 plus 3. I'll just add a 4th d6 for my swarm. So 26 damage on the first one.
Fuck yeah.
Or the second one, actually, because the first one didn't hit.
What was your to hit?
On the second one, 25.
Okay, cool. So how much damage? Sorry, 16?
26.
26. Ooh. All right, yeah, your second arrow manages to catch him straight in the shoulder as just this like purplish, almost like indigo blood shoots out of the like wound as he hisses.
Okay, and that's it. And then Vox is going to use his action to run directly away. I don't know what direction you want. You can move him if you want to.
It's up to you. He just has to get away from him.
Okay. I guess he'd kind of run back towards me a little bit. So he's going to get to right there. And then how do I break out of it at the end of my turn?
Make a wisdom saving throw again.
Wisdom save. Okay, so it's going to be a +2. Fuck, it's only a 7.
Still afraid.
Yeah, all right. That is it.
All right, we're back up to the top with you, Gon. What are you doing?
All right, so make sure I click the right map. So I'm, let's see. At this point, he's actually moving up on us, so I want to make sure that I am getting cover. So I'm gonna run back over here, and same deal. I'm like peeking out of cover, taking some shots at him, and once my turn is ended, I'm gonna take cover behind the tree. So as I'm running, I run past Abrath, and I'm like, "Come on, we gotta go! That thing's trying to fuck us!"
He's horny and angry.
The best combination.
Oh no.
You just get so mad, you just get hard.
Oh,
Because it's so mad, you pop him
no, bro.
Yo, you guys are weird.
I blame it on freaking Cards Against Humanity. So I'm gonna Eldritch Blast this guy, and I'm going for the kill shot. That's 25 to hit.
Hits.
Oh.
That is 14 points of damage.
All right.
Second hit is 20,
Hits.
and that is gonna be 5 points of damage.
All right.
And
as your like Eldritch
mhm.
Blast hits him, you can see that like he just has like singe marks on his like reptilian scaly flesh as like that indigo-ish, purplish like blood is now starting to like ooze out from all the wounds he has. He's breathing a little bit ragged, but he's still very determined to get to you.
Sorry if I missed this, but like, how is he different looking than the other snakes?
So this one has a snake-like body, but the torso of a humanoid. So
sure.
he has like abs, pecs, arms. His head is still snake-like. He has like a hooded kind of cobra-like head. But imagine just like a snake person, you know?
But like actual arms and hands and stuff.
Yes, yes. Like imagine like a centaur, but with like a snake instead
Got
of a.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Is there anything else you want to do, Gon?
Yes. Just want to make sure that it is recognized that I am behind this tree for cover,
Okay, cool.
and that's it.
All right. After that, we're down to Tybalt, followed by Ebrath. What are you guys doing?
Running up to him. The
Running up that hill.
Don't let him fuck you.
30 feet, and just I turn to Vox and say, "I'd like to see him try." I'm gonna use Radiance of Dawn.
Oh
shit.
shit.
It is time.
What
So
about you?
con 18 save.
Yanti cast Morning Wood, bro. We're all fucked.
I'm sorry. What kind of save?
Con, yeah.
Have to
Dude,
be an
18? That's tough.
I get a 21.
No way.
All
This
right.
still gets half, right?
Yeah, still taking half damage.
Yeah.
So 20 points down to 10. And then I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon at 4th level.
Fuck.
As a bonus action?
Yeah,
Cool.
right in front of him. So that's a 21 to hit.
That one hits.
And he's gonna take 18 points of damage.
Ooh.
Nice.
Nice. Okay, yeah, he's looking pretty beat up.
I'll get that out. Let's see, what was my movement? 20 feet. I'll just back up to be like, to use my full movement. That's it.
All right. Down to Ebrath, followed by the Yuan-Ti. What are we doing?
What are we doing? Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna start fucking, blasting. All right. I don't want to do that. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna raise my all-purpose tool, take a shot with firebolt. That is 27 to hit.
Absolutely hits.
Come on, come on. Let's go. Damn, it's taking forever to stop. Okay, come on, that's too much. Okay, that is 6 damage. That sucks. Okay. And I'm gonna take a shot with my Eldritch Cannon. That is 22 to hit.
Hits.
That is, come on, let's go. 16 damage.
All right.
How's he looking?
He's looking pretty rough, but he's
All
up.
right. I'm fucking running all my fucking movement. So let's see. That is, I'm running right fucking over here. Like, bro, why don't you fucking die?
He says, I already told you. I'm coming for you, little man. If you know what I mean.
Jesus Christ. All right, that's the end of my turn.
All right, it's the Yuan-Ti's turn, followed by Vox. The Yuan-Ti. Let me see here. All right. How much movement do I have? All right. For the sake of maintaining the theme for the day, the Yuan-Ti is going to slither on over towards you, Vox, and he is going to attempt to wrap himself around you.
Oh no.
There we go.
Getting a 18 to hit.
Yeah.
All right, you are now grappled, and I need you to take 11 bludgeoning damage as you are now grappled and restrained. And then he is going to take a bite at you for his second attack. You're getting a 23 to hit,
Fuck.
and I need you to take 8 piercing damage and 12 poison damage.
Fuck, dude.
And that is his turn. We're now down to you, Vox. It's your turn. However, you are restrained.
Okay, I can still shoot him though, right?
With disadvantage for
So
sure.
it'll be a flat roll.
Yeah, because of
It'll
your
be a flat roll
bow.
because you have advantage.
Your bow.
Right. Okay. Okay. I will. He grabbed onto me and squeezes me. I'm just gonna try to shoot him in the face. Oh yeah, 25.
Yeah.
24 damage.
How do you kill him?
Yeah.
All right, so he like starts coiling around me and he's squeezing me to death, right? And I'd say probably even kind of traps one of my arms a little bit, but I'm gonna like reach through the coils and like stick my arm out, and then when I use that hand that's like barely sticking out to draw my bow at like a really super awkward angle, and then right after he bites me and he's like letting off, I shoot him through the mouth and it goes out through the back of his head.
Nice.
Are you gonna give him a cool like one-liner zinger?
You are not fucking, I am fucking.
And as you like pull your like bow back and that arcane drawstring like comes back in this shimmering your eldritch like color, he looks down at you and he goes, "Oh, fuck," as the arrow just goes straight through him and his head just explodes in this like explosion of arcane energy, his indigo blood shooting all over and just covering you as his body falls limp around you, and you're just left standing there with this dead Yuan Ti. How you feeling?
Pretty fucked up. And, like I'd say, as his limp body is just like still there, but he's still wrapped around me and he's still huge, and I'm like, "Oh."
Cool. Yeah. Man, guys, that was I'm glad you guys rolled a 2.
Oh, did that determine our encounter?
Kinda, yeah. Yeah, man, that was pretty good there. How are you guys feeling?
Oh, I'm at half health just from that one attack.
Damn.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm
Almost.
like, I'm about half healthish, so I'm pretty fucked up too. I'm glad I healed before this, like in
Yeah.
that brief little moment we had. Otherwise,
Tybalt.
it might not have gone so well.
It is at this moment, Tybalt, that you, with your high passive perception, now hear the rustling of leaves and bushes and the snapping of twigs and sticks, as it sounds like there is easily 15 to 20 creatures now surrounding your area. As you look around, you start to see the forms of these very large, hulking, lizard-like creatures lurking in the shadows, trying to be stealthy, but not stealthy enough that you can't notice them. And they're all getting closer to you.
I tell the group, there's more here. We can't be on alert. Can't rest yet.
And as you say that, a very large lizard folk creature steps out from behind the bushes that he's hiding behind. He has a long sword in his hand that is about the size of a long sword, but serrated on the bottom with very large serrations, that looks like it's just used to just like chew through flesh and bone. He has like a wooden shield kind of on his left hand as he says, "You shouldn't be here. You look a little lost." As the rest of the lizard folk start to now come out of their hiding spaces and are surrounding you guys, walking in towards you, stepping forward. And that's where we're ending today.
Fucking hell.
All right.
Is he on the map or no?
No, I don't have anything on
Okay.
that. Yeah,
All right. Cool. All right. Fucking sick session, guys.
dude. Hey, that was a good one.
Yeah, it was.
Glad we didn't
Burn-
get fucked.
Burned through all my second level spells though.
Oh
All right.
yeah, we're just getting
Yeah.
started, bro.
I know.
I was like, I was starting to use up my first level spells, but I wasn't hitting anything. So I was like, all right,
Yeah.
well, dexterity isn't advantageous for this guy, so time to switch it up.
He
Truthfully,
saved on like all of your shit, and it's crazy because all of your saves are like super high too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yuan-Ti are a innately magical race. He has advantage on saves against magical.
Oh, got it. So anything, got it. So it's like me when I have advantage against any saves with
Yeah.
that use intelligence or wisdom
Yeah.
or against
Any
magic.
notes we want to take or anything? I don't think there's really much we have to take.
I've been kind of writing stuff as we went, so not a lot because it was mostly combat. But yeah, lizard folk presence confirmed. Obviously, they're medium creatures but larger than humans. I wrote up notes about the shit we found, confirming that they are soldiers of Leylon. That we like the stuff we saw. And then we killed Yuan-Ti. Yuan-Ti are strong against magic, apparently. There's 15 to 20 creatures surrounding us. So they are lizards now, right? Now that we saw them, we know they're lizards.
Lizard people.
Yeah.
Lizard folk.
Lizard folk.
They're all getting closer, closing in on us. And there's one leader that has a large longsword with a serrated edge. He told us that we don't belong here. Seems aggressive. Anything else? I think that was pretty much it. Oh, we took some snake meat.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right.
we tried to. Do you know about how much?
Actually, I don't
Say
think
we
we
took
did-
we took hide. We took snake meat
we-
and hide.
Did we have time to do that? It seems like we got attacked immediately.
That's what
You
we're in
had,
the
you had
process of
time to
doing.
like get some of it for sure. You were
Okay.
able to
Not a
start
whole
like
snake's
chopping it
worth.
up.
It's a giant snake, so I'm sure we got enough. At least for a couple pairs of boots.
Cool.